You know, I'm just going to put us on stream to answer that question. Hey everyone, how are you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, Snow, you gotta pick on somebody. That's how it goes. If you go like, how's everyone,
All right, fine,
then
fine.
either we all talk at the same time, or nobody.
Or
Fine.
nobody talks.
Fine. All right, Jelly,
Yes.
how you doing?
I'm alright, yeah. I'm not too bad.
Am I really just going to have to go through everything?
It's your,
Yeah.
you're the fucking host now.
All right, fine. Fine, okay. No, but like, Derek, what have you been up to? Like, we talked about your fish just now, but anything else?
Yeah, well, just working and walking. Pretty much literally that.
No.
I found some really nice walks near my apartment. I didn't know that there were so many forests. There's like a big city forest, like 10 minutes away from my apartment, that I had no idea was there.
How long have you lived there?
2.5 years. Yeah, it's kind of in an odd place. It's like there's the city finance tax office and a hospital, and then like behind that is this forest. So like I never thought to go walking that way, I guess.
Oh, cool.
But it's lovely. It's freaking beautiful. So I've been hanging out there, reading books and walking and stuff. It's been very nice.
Nice.
Very zen.
Nice. Well. Hey, Phil.
Hi.
You're home, right?
Yes. After 3 trains got cancelled, I managed to get a train that wasn't cancelled. And then I did get stopped like 3 times on the way home. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going?
Oh really?
Yeah. Where you going, buddy? You had a nice
Lockdown.
holiday. Yeah. They were like, oh yeah, like non-essential travel's meant to be reserved. Travel's meant to be for essential stuff. And I was like, yeah. I've literally just got an email from my work saying that I had to come home. I was like, I've been in Manchester since the beginning of the lockdown. Little bit of a lie, but it's like, you know. Yeah, it's really strange. It's really very strange because like they stopped me, but there were like groups of 6 kids on skateboards and rollerblades and stuff, just like skating past them, flying past. So must just be me. But I got home safe, and I'm home now, and I'm in front of a computer. So this is gonna be not unbearable on a mobile phone.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can hear a massive difference as well. Like on your phone, it was all like audio was pretty okay, but it's way better.
Absolutely.
And I can't imagine using Roll20 on a phone or a tablet. So
It's
welcome
horrible.
back, man. Welcome back to mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, and I've been watching lots of Norwegian people just speaking on YouTube, just so I can practice my accent and I can talk like this.
That is a good way to go, honestly.
Just copy people, just even if it feels like you're making fun of them. Do you know, like I used to go drinking with loads of Irish people. This is just a little side note. I used to go drinking with loads of Irish people, and that's how I like picked up like certain words I say might have a little Irish twang to them, just because I used to make fun of their accent when we were drinking.
Yeah.
And it just kind of sticks because we used to drink a lot.
Yeah.
That's a real thing. Like with trying to do accents, particularly with like RPGs, I always am a little anxious about it. Like if somebody with that accent comes in and is like, "What the hell are you doing? What do you think we sound like? How dare you?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But
wasn't
you
there
kind
a
of gotta push
whole
through that? I think.
wasn't there like a whole controversy over like Tracer's voice in Overwatch?
Oh really?
For how like racistly Cockney it is.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like,
Anyway.
there's the same thing in one of the Batman games. There was a woman in one of the Batman games who was like, "Oh, what Cobblepot? Let's go and get the Batman!" It was just like,
Sounds
like-
accurate to me. I don't know.
no one sounds like that though. It was just awful. It was like, yeah.
Well, anyway, hey Estani. I almost just said Ava. How you doing?
How real do you want me to get?
Um,
I'm the only
let's like
American here.
not talk about specifics then, right?
Okay, sure, yeah.
So I think
You know,
what you were about to
you,
say.
Josh, the world is aware of what is going on in the United States right now, and
Yeah.
I appreciate how much people are documenting it, even though it puts so many people who are watching it in this uncomfortable space of having to confront the systemic problems in this country. So, but you know what? Last night I was hanging out in Trooper SJP's stream. He is a teacher who is also a streamer, and he did a 4-hour lecture on music and the civil rights movement.
Ooh.
It was amazing. And he also raised over $10,000 for the Bail Project.
Damn.
Yeah, he was expecting. He was like, if I hit 500, that would be amazing. He raised over 10K.
Okay, what is their name?
Trooper SJP.
Oh, Trooper, right.
Yeah, isn't he amazing? He's such a good person. And this is our first. I mean, obviously he's a teacher, so that's gonna influence his content and whatever. But I highly recommend anybody who wants to be educated about Black history in America and how people have used music as a form of protest. Watch it. I watched the whole 4 hours, no breaks. He kept me engaged the entire time. It is educational, informative, heartbreaking, and hopeful all at the same time. So
awesome.
So totally gonna watch that.
Yeah,
definitely watch it, especially if you have like I know there's a few people here who are like into music as well. So just like they talk a lot about like musical influences. What is the song doing? What are they doing with their voice to make you feel the things you feel? It was really good. So
all right.
yeah.
I mean, obviously, like super important right now, but also that's like, well, some of my favorite types of music ever: soul, blues, jazz. So I imagine I'm going to enjoy the music of it.
Interesting, because we talked a little bit in his stream about how, especially like when slavery ended here in the United States, a lot of people like they weren't able to work a lot of jobs because of segregation. But one thing, and they had no skills, right? Like they were forced to work on plantations. A lot of people would have to go back working on those plantations because that was the only thing they knew how to do. Because they had no education, no other skills or whatever. But one thing that they could break into was the arts and music. And the music is really important to listen to because it was a way for like oppressed groups and minorities, people not in power, to still tell their side of the story, their history, because obviously it's written by the people who are in power. So in a way, like there's just a lot of interesting history in the music.
Definitely.
Anyway, so
yeah.
that's me.
Anyway, I mean, did you get real? I think you got a bit real. Anyway.
There's a whole lot more realer it could get, I imagine.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm dialing it back a lot.
I'm rationing my Twitter time at the moment.
Oh, definitely.
It's important to have a minimum of some, but not too much, because, yeah.
Definitely.
I mentioned this in Crizzle's Discord when we were talking about how overwhelming it can get. And if we could see all of the pain that everyone's going through at all times, we would not be able to cope. So
definitely. Well, speaking of pain that I'm not able to cope with.
Cope with pain.
Do we want to play D&D and get my character killed? Because that's
yes, please.
Problems that are easy to solve.
Alright, time for the famous D4 to tell us fate. That's Ava Staney.
Ave Staney, alright. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation.
The Fearless Five dove deeper into the forbidden city of Omu, heading to a shrine outside which Helby found inscribed in Old Omuan the words, Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and to give back as much as we take. The group stood for a moment, pondering the meaning of this, before Aldrig attempted to open the door of the shrine with Mage Hand, only to trigger a protective glyph that instilled magical fear in the hearts of all of them except for Ava, who had wisely backed up out of range. Those affected saw vivid images of their worst fears. Aldrig seeing himself trapped in a glass jar and at the mercy of a menacing hooded figure. Vossi seeing an image of a mortally wounded Helby. Helby seeing a ravenous undead wretch hungrily approaching. Graimy seeing her friend Nash bleeding profusely from a wound Graimy knew would be beyond her ability to heal. As the party scattered, their sudden flight disturbed the surface of the nearby pool of murky water, from which emerged a froghemoth, a hulking, enormous frog, lashing tentacles wildly in an attempt to protect its foul lair. The party prevailed in the ensuing fight, but very, very, very nearly at the cost of the lives of both Helby and Graimy, as they found themselves both blind and unable to see, after being swallowed whole by the froghemoth, finding nothing but acidic, slimy ooze in the depths of its digestive organs. The gang decided to allow their wounds time to heal before trying the shrine door again, finding a nearby abandoned building to make camp for the night. However, in the darkest hour of the night, they were ambushed by a group of sickening snake-human hybrids, some slithering in silently, fully in snake form, to bite Ava in her sleep, some still humanoid but with arms or head replaced by writhing, hissing snakes. The would-be ambushers hissed something about wanting to enslave the party for the glory of the fearsome Rasen sea before they breathed their last odious breath. So, as is tradition, let's do character recaps. Let's start with Aldrig.
Hello, I am King Philip X. I am playing Aldrig Mer, Warlock of Celeste. I am very enthused today.
Awesome. Next up, Ava.
Hello, I am Estani. I am playing Ava Windreaver, half-orc Tempest Cleric of Istitia. Also, we fucked up those snakes. You didn't mention that. We fucked them up.
It's implied in the. I said something like prevailed in the ensuing fight, meaning stomped them.
We stomped them good.
And next up, Helby.
Hello, I'm Jelly Witch, and I'm playing Helby, who is a forest gnome Beastmaster Ranger. And
Marvelous.
I have a friend called Vossi.
Yes, the wonderful Vossi.
The wonderful Vossi.
And finally, Graimy.
Hi, I'm Snow, or Snooch, as everyone calls me nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And I play as Graimy, who is a tiefling rogue of position of sorts.
I've totally abandoned saying last, but by no means least, because I can never succeed in saying it. It's a little bit of a tongue twister.
Absolutely is.
So we'll pick up right where we left off. So it's the middle of the night. It's like 2 or 3 a.m. if keeping time in such a way existed in this world. So yeah, we fade in on you guys in the immediate aftermath of a battle. I think even Ava still has her aura of watery magical energy around her. There's still Ava's spiritual weapon floating ominously, and your phase lies Sloan. Your foes lies slain. Your foes lies slain. It's important to have the syllables in the right order. Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
Is it like directly after combat?
Yep.
Prestidigitation to make sure I'm clean. Is everybody okay? Are we all still in one piece?
I think so. I look
Well-
over at Ava, just like looking her up and down.
Well, we're all still standing. I suppose let's clear out these bodies. I'm still needing rest. The fact that they knew where to find us, though, I don't like that.
It might. It's possible that. Well, there might be more that come in the future.
Well, they might have already been here. We might just be trespassing on their land.
This whole city might be their land.
Regardless
Exactly.
of whether or not it's their land, clearly the city is controlled by Razan C. They spoke of his name.
Well, then
It's a-
maybe he is here.
He is here. I'm certain of it. If we went back to the world or to the Omu map,
Yeah,
would.
yeah. Give me a second.
I think it's fine because it's dark, so I would gesture in the direction of a big old lava pit.
Well, then you should all rest.
I just gesture in that direction. We can probably see like a faint glow or something through the trees. And I say, we need not forget we were being watched the moment we entered the city. I'm certain that our movements are being tracked.
Do you think we should relocate and try and get some rest?
I don't think relocation will matter. Unless we think we can stealthily find another place to camp.
Hey. I don't think we are in any shape to try and find another place.
Let's go back. Let me look at my spells list because I think I still have enough to do like another prayer of healing. Yeah, I will. Once we gather all around, I'll offer to do a prayer to heal our wounds, and then we'll try to get through the night.
And you're going to stay here?
Yeah.
Resting in this place? Okay.
Unless we get attacked again, and then maybe we'll change our tune.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so unless there's like a role play related to it that anyone wants to do, there's always, time of us start narrating things on, just jump in. But yeah, Ava will cast her prayer of healing, and then, we'll montage through the rest of the night. Actually, maybe let's just do a kind of montage flash from each of you as you're like preparing. If there's anything you do before going back to bed. Like maybe let's start with Aldrich, just kind of a quick flash of what we might see him doing.
It kind of like sits back and the folding chair kind of appears just underneath him. And then it just kind of like yo-yos this. There's like a string with a book like in a net. And he just kind of yo-yos it up and just opens it out and just starts reading it.
I love how he's like half fisherman and half one-man band. Like he's just got all of these things like different contraptions tied to him.
It's there's got like a crossbow as well on his back, which has got like a string through the loop on the trigger.
Yeah. Oh, that's dangerous.
Well, it's not loaded. you will notice as well. I've only got one crossbow bolt, so it's being used.
Okay. How about Grammy?
I think she'll probably like just look through her supplies pretty much, and maybe even like look around just more closely, see if she recognizes anything that could be used for alchemy. We can do that in the morning.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Make that roll. I think. Oh god, it's been a while. I think it's survival first.
Yep, survival into apothecary.
Survival, and then a D20.
Grey mechanics.
Yeah, we've got a handout called Grey Mechanics, literally. So
just one word, grey mechanics.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Oh wow! So you find oh sorry, what was the survival? Okay, perfect. You found something to be called clustered wood lover. Clustered yellow toadstools that cling to dead stumps and branches, and you know it to be, when processed, an ingestion poison that blinds and paralyzes with a DC 16.
Okay. Nice.
So you successfully can brew that.
Yep.
Cool. How about Helby?
I think she'd probably be like furiously checking over Vossi, making sure she's not got any bad wounds or anything.
Yeah, because she took a bit of a beating.
Yeah, and just like patching her up and making sure she's okay.
Yeah. Okie doke. And Ava?
Mostly like casting the spell, so everybody I can affect, I think, up to 6 creatures within range. So everyone gets 16 HP back once I'm done casting the spell. I think it's just mostly like drawing the chalk on the ground, sitting and praying, and then I guess I don't know. I feel like she'd be doing like a military thing about like just getting a note of the surroundings before settling back in. Like, okay, where are the likely ambush points? Where's the safest place that we could set up? Like, I know tactics is not a thing, but can I like roll like a perception or something?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Just to try to find a more defensible location or a place where we might be out of sight.
So I think with a 16, what you notice is your initial idea that this would be a good place to hide and to rest was actually pretty accurate. Like, you kind of reconfirm what you thought before.
Okay.
Because this place is like behind a compound, a walled compound, and it's like in this little nook. So you've got it where you are, there's the shrine, and then behind that there's just cliffs, and then on the other side there's this walled compound. If you weren't coming to the shrine, there's not really any reason to come down this way. And I think with a 16, I think you figure out, like, you find some tracks, you notice you were being trailed.
Okay.
Some some tracks and some slither marks through the ground.
I mean, slither marks are still tracks.
Cool. Okay, so then you aren't interrupted for the rest of the night.
Yay.
Everybody gets a long rest. You get all of your stuff back. It's a pretty good place to rest, so there's no question of exhaustion or anything. And you're woken by the usual jungle cacophony.
What's
so
the
yeah,
weather
like,
today?
what is the weather today? It is heavy rain today. So yesterday's kind of mist and humidity, the clouds finally broke this morning.
Also, like a little question. I don't know if we talked about this. How are we dealing with rations? Do we have someone who can take care of that, or do I need to pay attention?
Right, because we were having Varys deal with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, just let me have a look at Helby's character.
Yeah, can Helby find us food? I think she can.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you
it says
need
at the
to.
bottom. Yeah, it says when you forage, you find twice as much food as you normally would, but that's.
Yeah, so with Varys, it was automatic. I think it's because of his Outlander background. But
Yeah.
you have a benefit. So if you want to gather food for the group, then you can make a survival check.
Okie dokie.
I will help if you'd like advantage.
Sure. That one?
Oh yeah, no problem. I can't remember exactly how many you can normally gather food for, but with it being double, that's for sure the whole party. So yeah.
I think it's normally 6 creatures.
Oh well. Okay,
So
no problemo.
yeah, Helby can feed a small army.
You eat very. I mean, I suppose like rations when you're adventurers tend to be pretty meager. You might get like a kind of stale lump of bread and a bit of cheese, and that might be it for the day. Or you might find a couple of mushrooms and berries. But like, yeah, you're well fed with Helby around. Cool. So yeah, let's if you want to do that, you can do that once per day, and then if you succeed, then there's no need to mark off rations.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So after a hearty breakfast.
Yeah. What'd you guys do?
I mean, can we see the map real quick? If nice.
You are gonna do that annoying shift ping thing that DMs do. You're down there.
Thank you.
So yeah, we stayed in one of these buildings. As a reminder for last time, even though I know Derek did the very good recap. We're trying to get into this shrine because there's supposed to be like a puzzle cube or something in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's apparently related into finding the artifact that we need to help stop the death curse. But the door's trapped, so we'll have to figure out a way around that.
Right.
Did everyone take XP last time, by the way?
Yeah.
Pretty
Yes,
sure.
I did. Also, do we have inspiration?
Oh, you might not have done, Phil. I'm not sure that I did yours. I can't remember.
Is he in the 18,000s ish or close? Like 17,900 somewhere around there?
No. I think you need to take that XP still, Phil.
Yeah.
So 2350 you had. Because he's on like 15,000. I'm sure that's
yeah. Then he needs more.
So back to the shrine.
Yeah, I think
we
so.
do that, I mean, we can go and do that. I might look at my spells and possibly swap some out just to see if there's some that will be more helpful for breaching into a shrine.
Okay.
But we can go ahead and have everyone else go there because it's going to take me a minute to look through them.
Okay, no problem. Word of warning, I don't have, because I'm foolishly using the new dynamic lighting, I don't have restriction movement on when there's a wall, when there's a lighting wall, and this map has lots of different stuff on it, so please don't like move. I think you can probably see the boundaries of the map, of this corner of the map, so please don't move your token beyond that.
Yeah, right now
you'll see everything
right on the edge.
There we are.
And even if it's not update on drop as well, so even if you lifted and like dragged yourself over to the right, you'd see everything. So please don't do that. Okay, so yes, you arrive. Luckily, it's raining and not sunny today, but still, this enormous froghemoth corpse stinks. It's kind of like a little bit slumped over the edge of the pool. It's kind of half in, half out of the water.
I wonder if, if it would be possible to use some bodily fluids of this vein for medicinal purposes. But
you could use the head for like a waterproof when it is raining.
I give you just a stare, flat, just
like totally blank, like no facial movement at all, deadly serious.
So, Graeme, you recall dearly, it's very fresh in your memory from yesterday when you were being digested in this creature's stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Its stomach, had some kind of acidic liquids in it. Of course, the question is, how would you obtain that? So it's kind of, if I can maybe rotate the token to show you how it's lying right now, it's kind of like head is on the ground, and then it's like back legs are in the water, tentacles are kind of splayed. So towards you is like open mouth, like tongue lolling out of its mouth on the ground.
Helby, Yeah.
Hop in, Helby, would you? Here's a vial, in you go.
Yes.
So I have a dumb idea because well, I wonder if we would be able to use its stomach acids and look, just keep this end open for me.
You're disgusting. And then like walk off.
Do you really need it? I don't really want to go back near that thing.
It's fine. Look, I feel just as uncomfortable just even getting near, but
Okay.
it would be useful.
If you really need it, then we can.
How tall are you, Grammy?
I am
tall enough.
5'1".
Okay, so yeah, so what the current setup is, Helby's going to hold the mouth open. What are you going to do, Grammy?
I'm just gonna crawl inside and see if I can gather acid and see, and then like get out as quickly as I can and see if it's even useful.
Yeah, so you have dark vision, right? You have tiefling dark
Yes.
vision, so you can see in shades of grey. It's not as clear to see as the outside, but you can see well enough. And yeah, there's this kind of like ooze familiar. It brings back memories of pain, so you know it's the right stuff that's kind of on coating the sides of the stomach.
Like when we see just in the dark, just her like in a glove, just clenching her hand, and just like like grabbing a vial and going for it.
Okay. So, well, firstly, you begin. There's no roll for the very beginning. You can like scrape some off the sides of its stomach, but you quickly realize to gather enough for a potent dose of this stuff, you need to head deeper, right into the base of its stomach, which is 7 feet or so from its mouth.
Yep. I will do so.
I mean, wait, do you need me to like hold your ankles?
I was just about
do you
to
ask
give
that? Do you ask that? Because I don't think she would think of that.
I mean, like as you're like starting to crawl in, I'm like, oh, gravy.
Yes.
Would you like a rope or me to hold your ankles or something? I don't like you disappearing into that corpse.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a great idea.
I feel like I'm in the process of asking, do you let her do this often? And as you're doing it, like I'm just kind of spoken over. And
answered
it's like,
your question.
oh,
Like,
okay, yes, of course.
Okay, so Grammy, you said something about gloves. Do you have some gloves?
I mean, we never established that I mechanically have gloves, but like part of her like outfit was always gloves.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. So make a sleight of hand check to see if you can successfully do this. Okay, no problem. You've done lots of dangerous. You've dealt with lots of dangerous substances before, so you managed to like not get on your wrists or on your face or any part of you that's not covered with gloves. Okay, and yeah, we see Grammy like scraping up enough of this stuff, like filling up a vial. Ava, make an athletics check.
Okay. I will try not to drop you.
Okay, no problem.
I'm
very
very
smooth operation.
I'm very.
Yeah. It's like the D&D version of that Mission Impossible scene. So, Snow, would you like to narrate this successful operation?
I think like we saw like. Well, I think like what we see really is just like getting pulled out from its mouth and just like having way too much slime all over her. And just like still just getting dragged along the ground for a little bit, then like turning over and just I feel like I'm going to stink for at least 3 days now.
Does prestidigitation remedy that?
Yeah, it would. Yeah. Do you cast it?
I just kind of
Okay.
Grimmy comes out and I just kind of wander over, just no, and then just like walk back off.
I love how much of a group effort this was.
So, Grammy, you get one potent vial of frog hemoth stomach acid. It's a I forget what it's called, like contact poison, if that's a category, whatever that, on touch, not ingestion.
Means you have to put it in someone's contact lens solution, and then they have to put their contacts in their eyes, and then they get poisoned.
Exactly.
Really specific.
Right.
And it does 3d8 acid damage on a failed save, or continues to do that every turn until the creature saves, and the DC will be 8 plus int plus proficiency for you.
So the regular, really.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2, 13. Yay. Okay. Thanks. I have to wonder if you just like came up with it or if you had a plan for this.
Yeah, we just
Planned,
collaboratively came up with it. Well, I mean, it does acid damage in its stomach, so
yeah,
it made sense to me.
Okay.
We're going to open this door.
Thank you, Aldrich.
Are you going to use the poison for the door?
Derek, what did it say above the door again?
It
was in the chat, but it's gone.
I'll put it in the chat again.
Thank you.
If I can... here we go.
Okay. Gobazan urges us to tread without fear and go and to give back as much as we take. Okay.
So it sounds like when we attempted to open the door, the three of you, I don't include Vasi because I didn't realize that was not a normal response, were overcome with some kind of terror.
I think we have to face those fears. We know they're not real now.
Aldrich looks a little bit worried. Well,
I think at least one of us needs to. I was not afflicted because I was not close enough, I think, to the effect.
Well, would you like to try?
I think I should. I'm the only one who hasn't been affected. Perhaps if I'm the one to do it, the doors will open for us, as we will all have faced our fears.
I also think it is because I was cowardly in my approach and used Mage Hand on the door rather than just going and trying to push it open. But by all means, lead the way, oh brave warrior.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the door. Wow.
Do you need us to like hold you down just in case? Like
No.
the Grammy 5'1" says to Ava,
who's almost 6 feet tall and very much. And I say, "No, I'll be fine. Just be prepared. the things that you saw yesterday might come back to haunt you again. AKA, if you don't want to be affected, get out of 30 feet of it.
Yep.
I was, I think, on this corner. So anyway, I'm gonna wait for everyone to make sure that they're in a position they're happy with.
Okay, good luck. I'm totally just staying next to you.
Alrighty, I'm gonna oops, open the door.
It is locked, but you kind of push it. Nothing explodes. There's no like magical eruption this time.
Can I try to force it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I think I like push or pull on the door. Nothing happens and it's locked. And I just like kind of like shoulder check it.
Okay. Yeah, make an athletics check.
Do we have inspiration? I don't remember.
You can have mine. If I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Cool. You can have mine.
All right, cool. Thank you. I'd love to use inspiration and get advantage on this roll.
Okay.
Didn't need it.
So you slam very forcefully into the door, but it's an enormous, like it's several. You get kind of the timbre, if that's the right word, of the door. You from slamming it so hard, you kind of can tell the thickness of it a little bit. It's like several feet of solid rock, pretty much. It doesn't even move.
I turn to Gravy and I say, well, it's locked.
Well, all right then. Can you... Is there anything you can do to... Well, I've seen clerics like melt stone before.
That is not a power that I currently am able to wield. AKA it's 4th level spell.
Yeah, I got that.
I need to adventure and gain more experiences
I
in
think
battle.
perhaps in a couple of encounters, maybe. But
I think I need to kill about 6 snakes and 2 snake men before I can do that.
Well. And I like just look at the door and just like, is there any like keyhole or something that you see?
So Ava, if you look again at it, you see there's a small keyhole.
I tap it and say, there's one here. We haven't come across a key of any sort, have we?
I don't think so. But who could have a key then? I hope it's not Recency.
The door is several feet thick. Several feet, you said?
Yeah.
Ava turns to the sky. Several feet, right?
I put my arms out and they're like past my shoulders. I'm like, the doors are at least this thick. I can try to break the mechanism, but I'm resisting a lot.
Is there another way around? This building is very old. Maybe there's just an open window.
We have not looked.
I think that is the next step.
If you can't go through it, go around it.
So, Graham, you're a rogue who can't pick locks? Is that what you're telling me?
I am a rogue who can't pick locks, yes, and you know it. I mean, I can technically pick locks, but I don't think I would think of that in that moment. So, like, if you remind me, sure.
Do you have some tools with which you...
Yeah, I think Aldrich would literally just go, you can't pick locks, to Grimmy.
Oh. And then, like, we see her just take off her bag, just put it on the ground, and, like, her hand goes like, all the way to the bottom.
Digging around.
And then eventually
I didn't realize...
pulls out.
I didn't realize that you hadn't tried that yet.
And then she pulls out like lockpicks and whatnot. Well, there might be something I have learned in the past. And yeah, we'll just kneel down and attempt to pick a lock.
Okay.
For a 21.
21. So, Grammy, you've. No, I won't come out and say that. You tell me, how many locks have you picked? Is this something that you've done a lot of in the past, or?
There was a time in my life where it was a necessity. And in that time, I picked a lot of locks.
Okay. So in that time, you've experienced a lot of different types of locks, a lot of different difficulties. This was an extremely difficult. I think maybe just the style of it, the mechanism is completely alien. You know, it's built by a totally different culture. There's different logic to how it works. So you're kind of battling against your expectations of how a lock normally functions. I'm watching a hell of a lot of lockpicking lawyer on YouTube at the moment.
I was about to ask.
He was doing some like Soviet locks a little while ago. He sometimes gets like 100-year-old locks, and they just have a completely different logic because the like designs never were passed between like Western and Russian culture. So I'm picturing that anyway. But yeah, that was a super difficult lock for you to pick, but you just manage it. So there's like a not a click, like a grinding as like a stone mechanism moves out of the way.
I like after probably just like several minutes of like fiddling around with it, just like it was difficult.
I just pushed the doors open.
Yeah, so they're heavy, but for you, it's doable, Ava. A weaker person might genuinely struggle with it, but yeah, you heave them open, revealing the inside of the shrine. Steps descend to a ledge overlooking a pit of sharpened stakes. An alcove on the far wall holds a pedestal with a stone cube resting on it. A relief carved into the back of the alcove shows a monstrous frog with tentacles fighting a crane. Wooden beams radiate from... wooden beams radiate from the walls at floor height, as in the floor that you're standing on, not the spikes below. At floor height, with 4-foot gaps between them. Carved frog heads extrude from the walls above the beams.
I do hope there's no more frogs.
Well, tread without fear, right? I just walk in.
Oh.
Are you so this is a pit, Ava. This is yeah. You're standing right on the edge there, but any further in front of you, there's a 30-foot drop and spikes below.
Where is there?
Are you sure you want Ava?
I stand at the edge of the pit.
Yeah.
And I'm debating just walking forward.
What are you doing?
So I see this and I understand the logic, and as a backup, I start casting Tensor's floating disc.
Worst thing that's gonna happen, I get a little impaled by spikes.
A little impaled.
That's the most D&D thing to say ever.
So, we have, I suppose, two conflicting ideas of what's going to happen first. Ava's just walking forwards. Aldrig, you want to cast a spell to stop if you think Ava's going to fall. I guess you two roll initiative, and we'll see which of those two things happens first.
Sure. Oh, also, I wanted to check to see. I don't think I get access to this spell, but let me just double check. I might have prepared that, but I don't think I remember seeing it. No, that is not when I get that. The mage spell. All right, that's fine. Okay, initiative. Oh, yeah, walking into the pit.
Wowzers. Okay.
Oh
so
shit.
so we see Ava maybe like nod and narrow
Feel-
her eyes with determination. She kind of squints suspiciously at the drop below. What's she thinking that it'll be like a
Like
transparent floor?
Indiana Jones, basically, where you do the leap of faith.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And you walk out onto the cliff, and then it's like, oh, it's actually an illusion, and there's a walkway.
Right. My reference is Dark Souls in the Crystal Caverns, but I'm guessing it's
I
the
was
same
thinking
thing.
that. I was thinking that.
Probably.
Okay, so yeah, Ava takes a leap of faith, steels herself for a moment, steps forwards. You're watching this with a front row seat, Grammy Helby, and she plummets. She drops 30
Oh,
feet.
God.
Now you're going to take 2 types of damage. So you
That's
take
fine.
11 bludgeoning damage,
Right.
and then I'm going to roll to see how many spikes impale you.
Oh, God.
Another
So,
11.
I mean, Ava, you're quite large, so I guess it makes sense that these spikes are maybe a foot or so apart, but you managed to get like impaled by 4 of them at the same time.
I only lost half my HP. I'm fine.
This is fine.
And we see just like Grammy's head from just over the edge. And just Ava!
I'm like on the ground, and I just like kind of push myself up onto my knees, and then I like stagger to my feet. I'm technically not even bloodied if this was 40. I'm fine. And I look up and I say, well, I guess the fear was just the door. Ugh. I'm holding like my side where I've got like jabbed by spikes.
Just don't bleed out on me, alright?
I'm fine. More durable than this. I'm just gonna start weaving my way through the spikes.
Yeah, it's that beautiful like post trap moment where you're now like the trap can't hurt you. You can like just weave in and out of the spikes.
Yeah.
Spikes at ground level are just no danger. So I think that alcove in front of you is floor height. Yeah, it's the same height as the entrance, so it's 30 feet above.
Okay. Can I climb?
Yes, please make an athletics check.
Okay.
Would you like inspiration for that?
Yes, please.
Well, then take my inspiration.
Even if I get to 0, it'll just trigger my indomitable. I'm not going down yet. 26.
Okay. Thank the heavens for that inspiration. It wouldn't have necessarily hurt you too bad physically, but surely your pride would have been
Yeah.
somewhat wounded. So yeah, you successfully make it up.
What do I see?
There's a relief carved into the back of the alcove here on that. Oh god, it's snapping. No snapping. On this thing, there's a relief of a froghemoth fighting a crane. Ava, you weren't at Nangalore. The other group met these types of birds, and then you also see, there's a pedestal with a stone cube here, just in front of you.
I want to make a perception check. I'm looking for traps. I'm expecting that it's going to be, again, Indiana Jones moment. I lift the cube. It's on a pressure plate.
I was thinking that too.
It's going to lift up, and then I'm going to get like glow darts in me, or like a big old boulder, like some old trap. I'm looking for traps.
Yeah. Okay. The thing that just popped up, that's the engraving that you see on the top of this cube. But yeah, make a perception check. Oh, you have already.
I just
Yes, you. I think you noticed like essentially, but pretty much a pressure plate under the cube. And also, sorry, with a 17, where are you looking?
like on the walls, the floor, the ceiling, all around
Okay.
the pedestal. I'm looking at everything because I'm a savvy D&D player. The relief to see if like, there's any like little holes in there.
Okay. Yes. I'm not going to tell you, but maybe you and Ava could infer. A lot of these reliefs. So there's a relief here, and there's also like frog heads carved into the walls, like all around this chamber, pretty much at the height of the planks, which are the same height as you now, and the others at the entrance. And there's holes. Like most of the mouths of the frogs' heads have holes deeper than is needed for the statue.
All right. I look back to the group and I say, all right, here's what we're facing. The puzzle cube is here, and I point to it. It's like right next to me. It's on a pressure plate. And, well, we know how these things work. There's something is going to come out of those frogs' mouths if I lift it up. I'm certain of it. I don't know if it's going to be some sort of gas or a liquid, acid. If there's a way for us to keep it depressed as we take it, in other words, as Helby translated for us, to give back as much as we take, I think it should not be an issue. It's just a matter of matching the weight or weighing down the plate.
How heavy do you think it is?
You appraise it for a moment, Ava. By the way, Helby, while Ava's appraising this, she puts up a finger and thumb to her chin and like looks at it for a moment. You see some old Omuan inscriptions on the relief at the back there.
Okay.
Ava, it's about half a pound.
Perhaps half a pound.
So I can read it from where I am?
Right.
No.
Okay.
So, and I like get out a bag.
Actually, Helby, make a perception check. It's an eyesight test.
Oh no. I don't wear my glasses.
No, from here you can't read it.
Okay.
You'd have to get a bit closer, at least halfway closer.
Okay.
Ava, wait. There's something written over there. I need to come over, but I can't see it from here.
Well, don't just walk off the edge of the platform.
No shit, Sherlock. By the way, can I make a suggestion? Don't just step onto the spikes. Just a word to the wise.
Okay, so I'm assuming I'd have to go around the wooden bits of the wall.
We could try and get you over a rope.
Or yeah.
Ava. And I like pull out a bag of ball bearings. There's like, I think it was about 2 pounds. And
that should be more than enough.
Yeah, and plus you can just take out as much as you need. And I don't remember throwing rules, so I don't actually know if I'm able to throw.
Here's the thing, Grammy. I'm not going to be the one to do this because it's probably going to be a dex save.
Okay, fine.
Just throw it on the floor next to her.
I'm worried that I'm not.
She'd have to jump back down again.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't necessarily have to be a dex save. You know, thinking about it logistically, if I slide the cube and then hold it down with my hand and then slide it off, continuing to apply pressure with one hand, and then put the other thing on and then kind of slide my hand away, I think I can make the swap with like doing it slowly without having to do like the quick like Indiana Jones swap of like
Oh no, please do it that way.
But
don't
I
forget
would
your hat.
Okay. Mechanically speaking, that still sounds like sleight of hand to me, just saying. But sure, we can do whatever.
I mean, if y'all want me to try to get myself killed, I can do that. That's fine.
No.
Look, Ava, do we try to build a bridge just so Helby can get over and
If you
read.
can find some wooden planks, you'd need, and she eyeballs it, 15 feet or so. If you find a wooden plank that's about 15 feet or so, lay it across the spikes. You should be able to walk over without any issue.
Aldrich, did you cast your thing, by the way?
It takes an hour.
To cast?
Yeah, it's a ritual. Tensis floating disc.
I mean, you could cast it as with a spell slot, can't you?
I'd like to not, just in case.
But you're a warlock. Just take a short rest then.
What,
It's fine.
Aldrich? What are you doing?
I go fine and snap the book shut and Tensis floating disc.
Oh,
Aldrich's
Well-
such a dad on a summer holiday. I just want to read my book.
Sit in my chair.
I've got my little. I've got like, you see him like putting a hanky that's got knots tied in the corners, like just pulls it off his head quick and puts it in his pocket. The thing that's attached to the back of him is a deck chair. Yeah, I just cast Tensis floating disc and just like push it, push it to here.
So can carry 500 pounds. I suspect that Helby weighs a little bit less than that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you've got to come in, I guess, Aldrich.
Yeah,
You've
I've got
within
to be
20
like
feet.
here because
Yeah.
it can only move 20 feet away from me.
And then I guess you've got to step forwards at some point to get across the gap. Because otherwise
Well,
it would just be.
if I'm here, it can go. Well, it can go there.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm measuring. Okay.
So I can push it if it slides and floats. I can push it and it can slide from here to there. And then if I
Yeah.
want it to come back, I just walk away.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, sounds good to me. So Helby, are you gonna hop on?
I am.
Oh, well, that would have been useful.
Yes, there's a slightly different style in which Helby gets across. Okay, so Helby, what you see is a relief of a froghemoth fighting an Eblis, which is the crane creature we saw before.
Mhm.
And in your ancient Omuan text handout, I'm going to move something from the GM bit so you guys can see what Helby translates. And okay, you should be able to see that. You should also be able to open handouts to see what these creatures look like.
What handout are we looking for?
You have one in your journal already called Ancient Omuan Texts.
Oh, okay.
And then something new just appeared on that. And yeah, I guess, Helby, do you want to read out the new part that's appeared?
Okay.
Okay, so on the wall it says, when evening came, a wily Elvis stepped from his reed hut. He didn't like the Omuans, but without them he'd have no one to play his tricks on. The Elvis sent a marsh frog to reason with Uptao, I think that says?
A potato.
A potato, yeah.
Uptao.
Ooptao, yeah.
Ooptao. But the frog was angry and decided to wrestle the god instead. The amused Uptao, so he gave the frog. This amused Uptao, so he gave the frog tentacles to make it stronger. When Kubazan, the froghemoth, returned to, oh my god, all these words,
Papazotl.
Papazotl, the Elvis, he chased Papazotl into the swamp with his new tentacles.
Yeah, so Snow, you should see that, and also if you click on, there's links for the Eblis handout and the Froghemoth handout. I guess you guys have seen the Froghemoth already, but in case you wanted to put those on the stream.
Yeah. We've seen the froghemoth, like, I think, some closer than others.
Yeah, inside and out.
I can't click on the froghemoth for whatever reason.
Yeah.
No, I can't either.
Oh, really?
Mm.
It must not be revealed to us.
Okay, I need to show it to you. I
There
didn't
we
know
go.
that. Okay,
Oh,
does
he's
the
so
link
pretty.
work?
Yeah, I mean, it should now.
I didn't
Now
know
it
that.
works because
Okay.
yeah, we didn't. It wasn't revealed to us before. Oh, hey, look, it's Grammy
memory.
and so did you send the ball bearings over as well?
Might as well have. Just give them to Helby and send Helby over.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
All
Also, I'll be
right.
right back. Just
Helby. Okay. All right, Helby, let's work together. So we need to take about a half a pound of these and put them in another bag.
Okay.
I imagine I've got like a spare bag or something.
Yeah,
Put
sure,
them in.
sure.
So I'll take a half a pound. I will err on the side of being heavier than I think I need to be.
Okay.
And put them in a bag. And I'm like, all right, Helby. And I put the bag in her hand. And I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to slide the cube off.
Mhm.
And I'm going to keep pressure on the pressure plate with my hand.
Okay.
Once I've removed the cube, I want you to put the ball bearings on the plate and weigh it down.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. It'll be a sleight of hand check. Either of you can make it, and it sounds like there's help happening to me.
Yes. I'm not trained in it. I have a +2. Helby, where are you at with your sleight of hand?
I think I have a +4.
That's probably right. I'm imagining you're more dexterous than I am.
Yeah.
So why don't you make it with advantage?
Oh god.
And we hope for the best.
Okay.
As soon as you do it, if you get on the disc and weird shit starts happening, I'm gonna run.
Yeah, that's the
This
plan.
way.
Is like as soon as we've got the cube and the ball bearings on there, whatever happens, we're leaping onto the disc.
Okay. Cool. All right, here we go.
18. 18's pretty
Nice.
good.
Okay. So it's a tag team Indiana Jones. So Ava, you're pulling it away quickly, and then Helby, you're quickly putting your best estimate of half a pound's worth of ball bearings in its place. You maybe for a moment just hear the beginnings of a mechanism moving, and then once you quickly get the ball bearings on, it like slows and stops. Ava, you hold in your hand Kubazan's puzzle cube. You can add it to your inventory actually.
Cool. I will. We did it, Grammy.
nice.
A bit more excitement, please.
We did it! Yay!
I think the plan is still like once we're done to both clamber into the
Onto
floating
the disc.
disc.
Yeah.
And then I'll just like give a shove off the platform and let us start to drift out into the.
Awesome. So Aldrich, you're kind of attached by an invisible rope, so you've got to move for the
I
disc
just
to
go
move.
that way.
Yeah,
and
you just
then
start
it
backing
comes
up.
to about
Yeah,
here.
so
Yeah.
you just drop into the water there, I guess. To
I go over here and I pat Vossi on the head. I pat him up, pat Vossi on the head and go, "Don't worry, Mummy is coming back."
No.
That's
That's the A team.
Oh shit! Yeah, it is. I meant that actually. I was saying you guys are an A team.
Of course.
Right.
So yes, you escape on a floating disc. Sans half a pound of ball bearings.
I give the rest of the ball bearings back to Grammy.
Right. So I have 0.75 ball bearings now.
Yes. Oof. So it's just one dose, one use worth is
One use is 10 feet by 10 feet, so like just whatever.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you still have it, it's useful, but I don't know, roll a d2. On a 1 it covers 5 feet now, on a 2 you can still cover 10 feet.
Aw.
Okay, so it still works. You can still use it, but it just covers 5x5 now.
Okay, cool. Pretty sure that was what bolt bearings are. I'm just actually gonna look that up now, but still.
How would you even, like, Aldrich, like, how would you even use them out here? Like, surely you put them on the floor and they just sink into the mud.
Well, as you can see, we can use them as weights.
Oh, yes. Matter of fact, oh yes, obviously.
Also, when the
That's
ground
their
is
one other use.
when the ground is rockier and firmer, they're much more useful.
Do you ever think to put them in a little small tube and spit them at people?
I turn and look at Gray and be like, "Well, have you?"
No. I can try throwing them
once-
at you if you like.
I once saw a drow put one in a tube, and it had a handle, and they lit something, and it shot out of the tube very fast and went into the man.
Fascinating.
Describe the gun. Basically, describe the flintlock pistol to you. Are we done? Where's the next port of call?
Well, I think we should be looking for more of these shrines. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I mean, we know that those cubes are important.
Can I look at the thingy?
Yeah, let's look at the cube. Because I just took it, but once we're outside of the shrine, let's like give it a look over.
Okay. I gave you a handout of the engraving on the top of it. Let me see if there's anything more that I should tell you.
I ask.
So they're 3 inches by 3 inches. Yeah, it has that engraving. It weighs half a pound.
So it's like the size of a Rubik's cube.
Yeah, I would say around that. Yeah. That's with just like with poking it and looking at it. That's all you can tell.
There's no like weird shapes to it. Like, is it just engraved on the top and then like the sides and the bottom are smooth?
Yeah.
And it has like a picture of some sort of frog thing.
A froghemoth, maybe?
Yes, there's a engraving of a large frog.
Kermit?
With, did you guys see the
Yeah.
somewhere there was a handout?
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it looks
Can
like the froghemoth.
Can I borrow it for a second?
Yeah, I'll hand it to you.
And then I get my book out and I put one of the pages over the top of it, and I just get a bit of charcoal. And,
You're
like,
making a rubbing of it, yes.
yeah. And I just give it back to you.
Cool. I will put it in my bag and I say, "Well, I wonder where these are going to come in handy." But apparently, they're the key. And my brain is immediately going to those damn Sherlock puzzles where you have to put things in order based on some sort of like stupid riddle, and then you have to put it upside down if it's dead. Like, oh,
Wow, that would be totally crazy. No way. What a dumb idea.
At least it's not a color puzzle. Ugh.
And then we hear just furious typing in the background as you change something.
well, let's you said that there were some shrines over here, I think.
Oh yeah, exactly where you pinged. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have like the little walls around them, right?
Right on. Yeah, you noticed that. I mean, I think it's one of those things where you saw it on the way over, and now that you've seen this shrine, it kind of snaps in your head that that's probably what that is.
So what are we doing? Are we just going to every shrine, see if there are cubes in there? And
I think we should.
Well,
we're checking through this entire place anyway.
We cannot cut any corners, because if we've come all this way and then the puzzle is if, for example, we get to the last door, if there is a last door, and we don't have all the puzzle pieces, we cannot get inside.
We should be thorough. Go to every shrine we see, go through the buildings that we can find. I didn't want to waste time before, but now I think it is essential.
You just like
We
see
should-
Grammy just giving you like this little grin.
We should absolutely narrow it down to things that we think are shrines and not just looting random buildings, because
I don't think there would be much in those random buildings to loot anyway. I mean, you've seen the state of them.
yes. Also, we might be wasting time. There might be snake people patrolling the area.
There most certainly are.
And I don't like them. They look weird and this smell.
Also, they kept telling us to do things in a weird, almost hypnotic way. I didn't like that.
I know. I hate people telling me to do things. It's just very easy to ask, you know?
I just kind of nod, and I think as I do that, I start to lead us away without even saying anything.
Yeah.
It's just yeah, carry on, just walk.
Yeah.
So you head in that direction.
Yeah. So I think the idea is we'll go around like this, and then probably here, and then down here.
Okay. So in that area of buildings, do you take a look on the way through to the shrine? Or are you just
We
going
may
like...
as. I feel like we should at least glance. Like, we won't necessarily be super thorough, but if like
No.
something catches our eye,
Okay.
we'll stop and investigate.
I think I
So
specifically
there's
look
no...
for cinder berries and broken toilets.
The DM experience where the stupid shit you say becomes like reality. Yeah, so you don't find any treasure, as Ava was saying. Like, these are the structures of formerly opulent buildings, but obviously they're in huge states of they're basically ruins at this point. And any like fancy artworks or like jewelry that was in them mostly would have been taken a long time ago, unless it was like hidden away somewhere or something. But you, Grammy, you do find a couple of you find 2 Zabu mushrooms. So actually, there's in one of these buildings, there's like one of the walls is totally broken down, and like a huge tree has grown through where the wall used to be. Which indicates, I guess, that the wall has been broken down for like 20, 25 years for this tree to grow that size. And on the side of it, you see a few of these mushrooms that can be, it takes a bit of processing, but can be processed into a poison.
Oh, nice.
Actually, they kind of use like a grenade. So you throw them, and then it like releases a cloud of spores on impact.
How is it? Something Wind Globadia. There's Skavens. There's Ratmen in Warhammer 40,000 in Warhammer Fantasy who have grenades that are poison gas, and they're all like Plague Doctor gas masked up. It looks awesome.
So yeah, please remind me when you get a chance to do some apothecarying on
will.
that.
Is that that is not the daily roll though, right? It's just whatever. Or
so
is it?
I think you get 1 survival roll to gather ingredients.
Yeah. I mean, my question
I can't remember
is
how long we said it takes for you to process them. I guess it was like an hour or 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you found something else today, you can probably try and process them both.
It's fine. I'll just use that for whatever. Just, you can tell me.
Well, I said you can still do that later if you want to.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Thanks. I'm gonna shut up now.
So you reach the shrine and get sent back to the same map as you were just on, but actually you're going to magically warp somewhere else.
Nice.
Oh my.
Can you shift ping somewhere there?
Yep. I've just got to find the place
It's all
that
good.
we are at. It is that.
Where did you learn Inferno, Helpy?
Just from books that I've been reading. I like to learn different languages, and different places that we stayed had different libraries, and I just picked it up along the way.
Oh. You know, if you learned it from a book, I'm kind of wondering about your pronunciation. I'm honest.
Well, it's probably not perfect because I haven't had much practice, to be honest.
And I asked you in Infernal, well, would you like to practice now?
And I respond in Infernal, sure.
I cannot conceive what Toby's voice sounds like speaking. I don't. You know how people have
haven't
like.
you ever heard Demon Children?
The night is young and the heretics wander the lands.
Yeah. Right. Anyway.
A ruined shrine stands at the heart of this walled compound. Tall monoliths flank the entrance, decorated with images of a jaguar with 6 snakes sprouting from its shoulders. A stone door is set into the shrine beyond.
Can we make some kind of check to see if any of us know what that creature is?
Yes, totally. Yeah, nature check.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
I've never seen anything like this before.
Dang,
Are we all
look at
doing that?
crit, Helby.
Are we doing all? Is everyone doing that? Sorry.
Yeah, everyone's doing a nature check unless you don't want to.
So Helby Ava, it looks like a Kamadan. In fact, I can give you a handout.
Please do. Oh, dang.
Oh my god. I don't want to be eaten by that.
Well then, don't be. I'll gladly take that roll.
Yeah, I think I squint and I lean forward. I'm like, that looks like a Kamadan.
Yeah, I think so too.
What is a Kamadan?
Like a leopard with a bunch of snakes sprouting from its neck. Or jaguar or whatever.
Do you
Looks like
think
spotted
there's
cat.
going to be one here? Just like there was
And
a
just as you say that,
Yeah.
one around the corner, you are actually surprised. I rolled a good stealth. I'm using your passive on that.
I'm just
So
trying to do this.
everybody roll initiative.
Roll initiative and be surprised. Don't forget to click on your
Yeah,
token
so
before
the
you
first
hit the
one's-
initiative button.
First one's going to be a surprise round.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
It's Kamadan.
Oh.
Of course it is.
Since we rolled and identified it as a Kamadan, what do we know about a Kamadan?
You know.
It's a fucking cheetah with snakes coming out of it, mate.
You know they are vicious predators, feline, part feline, part whatever snakes are, reptile.
Serpent?
Part serpent. And
They never get the round in.
yeah, they're very cheap. Yeah, they always make some excuse. They hiss some excuse when it's their round and like disappear off to the
There you
loo.
go, toilet mate. Sorry, could have trained the snake. 6 of them attached to me, you know.
Yeah, you know, there's a great deal of teeth. Like the ratio of teeth like per body mass is pretty damn high.
I love teeth.
Yeah, and yeah, they are very territorial. So one runs.
One.
One of the one, and
okay.
and tries to pounce on you, Ava. So makes a claw attack first.
Okay.
Claw attack 23
Yeah, it hits.
for 9 slashing damage,
Okay.
and then you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. 16.
Okay, you succeed. And then it tries. So you keep your feet, but then it tries to bite you.
And it crits me. Yep.
And it crits. Yeah. So it didn't have advantage on that. For 9 more.
Okay.
Hey,
this is feeling like the last fight all over again.
Okay, and the other one squeezes through here, so that takes extra movement speed. That would have been 15, so that's 25.
Oh, that was cool. It moved and I could see it, and then it disappeared.
And it disappeared. I saw that too.
It was like I could hear it move.
So this one dashes, so it can't attack.
Good. Fuck
don't
it.
think it has a bonus action. No. So that's that round. Ava. Oh, I need to. Whoops. Ava, your turn.
Okay.
Jelly, do you want to roll initiative for Vossi as well?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Does Vossi act on separate initiative, or does she not just act after?
No, she's separate. We're using revised Ranger, which has adjusted.
I forgot. I have a reaction when I get swiped at.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm gonna use my Wrath of the Storm.
So I've got to make a saving throw.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. There it is. Make a dexterity saving throw.
I got a 13.
Fail. So you're gonna take 2d8 lightning damage. Take 2. Fuck it.
Oh, perfect.
So there's kind of a fizzle.
Yeah.
All right. Vossi is first off the mark.
Okay, so she's going to leap forward. And she's going to claw. No, bite, I think. She's going to go for a bite.
Okie doke, that hits for 7. Okay. Awesome. Ava.
I have a decision to make. Do I call lightning or do I spirit guardians? I'm going to call lightning.
How much HP do you have?
5.
Oh, right. That is correct. Oh, wow. I thought you made a typo in the... Okay. Wowzers. Okay. Good.
It's fine. It's
just checking, not rubbing it in.
Dirk's bullshit crits.
I've never had a round of combat without a crit.
I mean, the thing is, I was on half HP already from the spike pit, so I did this to myself. Remind me, what's the weather like?
Heavy rain.
Yeah.
It's not storming. Boo. Well, I make a storm. It's storming now.
Okay.
I'm gonna center the storm right on us.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to point to like this space right here, behind the creature, or actually no, like on the creature.
Direct hit. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. And I am going to call lightning right onto it. I'm gonna click the button. All right, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I got a 10.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my channel divinities to maximize the damage.
Okay.
So instead, you take 30.
That is such a great cleric ability. Big fan of that one.
I love it so much.
So, would you care to narrate? It's alive, but I mean that obviously wounds it horrifically. What does it look like?
So it's right after it's like pounced on me and it's clawing me, and I'm trying to keep it back with my shield, and then I just like get an arm free, throw it up towards the sky. We see the clouds that are already above us start to roil and condense into this horrific storm, and I just basically reach up towards the sky, and then I pull my fist down, and just this lightning, this huge, like it's probably like a 5x5 like column of lightning just like tears from the sky and just crashes into this thing.
Awesome. All right. Anything else on your turn?
If it were, what size is it actually?
It is large.
When you deal lightning damage to a large or smaller creature, you can also push it up to 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
Get pushed.
Okay, so I
10
think
feet away.
it like directly away from you, it like slams against the wall and then kind of bounces off.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
I
anything
don't
else?
think I have any bonus actions because I would love to spiritual weapon, but I've already cast a spell this turn. So, oh, I can move though. I should probably move. Sorry, Aldrig. I'm moving.
It's okay.
Sorry,
I don't like
Gravy.
to say-
Aldrig might be moving.
I don't like to say what I'm doing before before it's my turn. So
It's fine. I'm just letting you know I'm gonna.
I'm out, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm over here now.
150 feet
did
off
that
the map
show
later.
you illegal stuff?
I can see a little bit in here, but nothing important.
Okay. I think that line is.
Am I supposed to be here?
Maybe let's do that if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just because that actually was okay, but other using that row would maybe see other stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so this thing, yeah, there's some like grooves in the ground now as it like tried with its feline claws to like grab onto the ground as it was sliding back. Aldrig, your turn.
Okay. I see that a tactical withdrawal is made by Ava, and
I'm very bloody. I'm like
yeah, it's fine.
covered in blood.
I armor rag of this. Wait.
Okay,
And,
5 temp HP. I'll put it on your token.
15.
Oh, is it 15? Right, because it's warlock high level.
And I will use 3 healing light dice on Ava.
Oh,
so
thank you.
That's 13 health.
Thank you so much. That's
And
helpful.
I step. I'll stay.
You can still move south, but please don't move your token there. We'll just like.
I'm just gonna stay
know
here.
how much off the map you are.
I'm actually just about to put a meme in the group for you, Dirk.
Okay, cool. While you're memeing, this thing charges towards you, so it's like got its it managed to stop its backward motion with its claws, and then like started charging straight for you again. So it tries to bite you directly as it's charging forwards. I've got a 13.
13 does not hit.
And then it like bows. So it makes its bite. Maybe you like dodge it, and it like bows its head lower, and then the snakes like on the back of its shoulders also lunge at you and try to bite you.
Ooh, that 18. Hits. Okay.
So you will take. You'll take 6 piercing, and then you need to make a con save to see how much poison you take.
Okay.
Does he make it? He makes it. Yeah. Which means you take 9 poison damage, so you take 15 overall.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't know what this 14 on my character token is in blue.
Your temp HP?
Oh, that's my armor class, right? Okay.
That's your AC. Gotcha. Never mind.
Right. Okay. Wait. I got it. Right. Okay. So that's.
Hold on. Don't unlink it.
It's okay. I think I understand.
Yeah. That's
right. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this because then my brain can process it. Okay. So.
So it'll take your temp HP first. I think it actually takes all of it, just exactly that much. You took 9 poison plus 6 piercing, so yeah, just your temp HP goes.
And it takes 15 cold damage.
Does it
Please
get a
tell
dex
me that
save or
kills
anything?
it.
No, it just takes 15 cold damage.
615. What ability is that?
Armor of Agathis.
Armor of Agathis.
Oh, right.
If a creature hits you with a melee attack, well, you have these hit points.
It takes 5 cold damage for every level of the spell. So yeah, 15.
That's such a cool spell. Okay.
It's my
It's very
favorite
good.
spell in the whole of Dungeons and Dragons. So
Phil, if you're going to be using it a lot, I'm using the red bubble for your temp HP. So I
yeah,
put
sound
15 in there, and then I just took it off.
Yeah, I figured it out when I clicked on my token and clicked on the sentence thing. I was like, Dirk's a fucking genius. So
It's literally the opposite of that. I have to use tokens, otherwise I forget everything that's happening.
that's absolutely fine.
Bubbles. So the other one, roars and tries to bite Grammy. I guess 21.
Yeah, that hits.
For
You've got uncanny evasion.
Thanks. I was going to say I'm gonna use uncanny dodge now at least once, and then probably get crit on the next fucking thing that also hits.
17. Did that hit?
Yeah, that does hit.
So you take 9 piercing, and then you need to make a con save.
Yep, I might have used my thing too early.
You succeed. So you take 9 piercing and 10 poison.
I mean, that's still a lot for you, I know, but it'll be okay.
I'm thinking let's finish this round of combat, by the way, unless anyone's like dying to go to the loo.
No.
Before I break.
No, I'm good.
I need to go to the loo, but we can finish the round of combat because yeah.
You're just gonna pee in your chair.
Yeah. I was watching Top Gear the other day, and the Stig does an endurance race, and he just pees in the car. So
Pull a red pledge moment.
Yeah.
All right, Grammy, your turn.
No, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Well, I don't have the rules written down for this, but
I'm just gonna make them up.
I'm just gonna start describing. If the rules don't match up, then we'll see, right? But we see Grammy like pull out a little package, and she just says, "Hold your breath, everyone," and she throws the dust of sneezing and choking at the creature in front of her.
Okay.
I love it.
You throw a handful of the dust into the air. And each creature, so you can only throw it in the air above you, it seems. You throw it into the air. You and each creature that needs to breathe within 30 feet of you must succeed on a DC 15 con save or become unable to breathe while sneezing uncontrollably.
Oh, God.
Creature affected in this way is incapacitated and suffering, and suffocating, and definitely suffering. And then can
Grammy, why did you do this?
I thought my thorns were bad last
it's a
week.
single use. I'm going to put it in chat. So
DC 15.
Everybody in the fight needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Well, both the Kamadans fail.
Everyone fails.
Everybody.
Don't forget Bossy.
Yeah.
Bossy as well. Bossy!
Except for Bossy.
Bossy's fine. She's good.
If Vossi is anything like my dog, though, Vossi will just realize that you're sneezing and then come over and and actually not do anything. I am helping by leaning against you. Emotional support.
Oh my God. Well, if I knew the mechanics of that, or if I looked them up beforehand, I would not have done this. But it's awesome.
So,
panic.
A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier, minimum of 30 seconds.
Yep.
I've never seen this though, so I would just breathe it in. I mean, what are you doing?
If anybody keeps failing their saves,
we're still considered suffocating because we failed. Like basically, failing the con save means that we're suffocating on the powder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'll mark down how many rounds.
I was going to do something else, but I guess since I said that first, I am now incapacitated.
I need to also look up incapacitated to see if I've lost concentration on my spell.
Yes, I think.
What's everybody's con modifier, by the way?
1.
No,
2.
I can't. 2.
1.
I can't take actions or reactions, but it doesn't say anything about how I can't concentrate on a spell.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Sorry, Aldrich, yours was 1.
Yeah.
And what's Helby's?
2.
2. Okay. So, Graeme, you have 2 rounds. Ava, you have 3 rounds. Aldrich, you have 2. Helby, you have 3.
Oh my god.
Rounds? What?
Yeah.
Sorry, minutes. Yeah, minutes.
Like a round is 6 seconds. How weak are we?
You hold your breath for 12 seconds and then you die. Okay, everybody's incapacitated. I guess, Graeme, you can make a save again at the end of your turn, probably. You can
Okay,
keep
if
the save
that's
at the
your
end of your
ruling,
turn.
sure.
You straight away. Yeah, I mean, you make it when you take your action, and then at the end of your turn.
Nope.
Sorry,
You
I just...
fail. Okay.
I hope I didn't just kill the whole party.
Not the most optical in terms of optimum in terms of action economy. So Helby, you are suffocating. You're incapacitated. You can't do anything. Can't take actions or reactions. You can only, I guess, you maybe can move,
You can move, yep. It looks like.
and then you
If-
can.
If
take
I
the
move, will
save
it
again.
attack me though?
Well,
We
they
can't
can't
take reactions.
take reactions.
Right. Okay.
It's just absolute mayhem.
Okay. So
By
yeah,
the way,
I think
my understanding is that bonus actions are like linked to actions. You can't take a bonus action if you can't take an action. So you only have movement until you make the save.
Okay. So I will just move then away.
Okay, and then yeah, another
do
con
my
save.
con saves.
Yep. Okay, so Helby recovers quickly. You're very experienced in recovering from smelling poison gas.
I'm Googling.
That was a fart joke.
Incapacitated.
It's Rossi's got those dog farts.
Are you trying to see if you can move if you're incapacitated, or?
I was looking to see if bonus actions counted as actions for incapacitated. And they
right.
do.
Okay, cool.
I'm also going to look if can you move.
I mean, incapacitated.
Usually it says your speed goes to 0 if you can't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think you can.
Okay.
All right, let's take our break.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Cool.
we'll see if Graeme has just killed everyone after the break. How long are we thinking? 5 again?
Yeah. That should
All
be
right.
good.
Then, well, we'll see you in just a little bit. In 5 minutes. Right back here. So, take everyone, grab yourself some tea, coffee, whatever you want, really. And, talk to you soon. Well, I'm just going to like. I was trying to find a moment when I could just lead us back onto stream, but yeah.
That was my last thing I was gonna say. Don't worry.
All right.
And I'm back, so perfect.
Hello. Is everyone back? It looks like everyone's back.
Hello.
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 I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'd really love to try yodeling at some point.
Ooh.
It's like probably the most fun greeting.
Yeah.
Do it. Do
It
now.
would be.
But just in the mountains and 100 times louder than that.
Yes.
You live in the
Yeah.
perfect place for it as well. Like, surely
Yeah.
Switzerland
Well,
is
people
like
legitimately do it.
Do you
I
hear
saw
just
one, like,
random yodeling in the distance sometimes?
I've never heard it yet. I'm waiting for the day. Naked hiking is legal, by the way, in most places.
Wait,
Switzerland.
what?
Really?
Wait, naked
fact.
hiking?
I'm just telling you guys about my dreams. My hopes and dreams. Why I
Um,
moved here in the first place. Anyway,
my dream is.
hey.
let's
Well, that's good to know.
let me kill your D&D characters.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fine.
and then you can go naked hiking. It's all good.
Yep, got an appointment later.
You have my full permission to go naked hiking after killing
I think if you
Grammy.
do it just after dark, then it's called something else. Anyway, Vossy, it's
Wait,
your turn.
what? All right, let's get back to it.
Cool. Okay. So Bossy's gonna take another bite.
Yep, delicious Kamadan.
Nom nom nom. Oh,
That's a miss, I'm afraid.
that's a miss. Okay.
Is does Vossy have any bonus actions? I
She
think
does
probably
not.
not.
No.
Although, you have pack tactics. It's
Advantage
not
on
within
attack because
5
Granny
feet
is
of you.
flanking.
Are we incapacitated?
Oh,
And
yes.
We're more than 5 feet away from her as well.
Everybody within 5 feet of the creature is
Yeah.
incapacitated. Yep. Okay, so that's a miss. Vossy was never incapacitated, so Ava, you can only move, and then you can repeat the save.
Yep. Man, I want to point. I want to point so bad. I'm gonna stay where I am and just try to repeat the save.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, easily done. I'll drink.
All right.
Do I do the save? Is it start of turn or end of turn?
End of turn, so you could move, or you can move and save, or you can save. Those are your two options.
If I move, do I get opportunity attack, or are they?
They
sneezy
can
boys as
take
well?
reactions.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna save and then move.
You can't move. You
No,
have to.
you have to
Move and save. Move and save.
But like they can't attack you anyway because
It's okay. I took a risk.
Well, I mean, it's at the end of your turn regardless. So it's not like saving would give you a turn.
That's fine. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Okay, you remain incapacitated. Kamadan 1, top left, tries to retch the last of this horrific gas, this horrific powder from its lungs. Saves at the end of its turn. I think it's going to stay there. Kamadan 2, the one on the right, fails, remains incapacitated. I've never heard. I think I'm picturing this thing's not roaring. It's got like quite a weak sounding cough. But also the snakes are all coughing as well, like tiny, tiny little animal coughs coming from all of the snake heads. Grammy.
it sounds like fairies. Just
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'll kind of like stumble over to the side and then just cough some more.
Okay, the DC was 15, so you
Yep.
save.
I save. Oh my
I'm
god.
just gonna check evilly the. Oh, my character sheet's broken. How annoying.
Oh, please don't tell me they have reached 10. I mean, either way, that's fine because
They don't.
I mean,
They
okay.
don't.
yeah,
Yeah.
it still wouldn't be anything because it can't react. But still.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're still within the threat range of the one who's not incapacitated, so you're.
Oh
fine.
yeah, that's right. All right, Helby, you get your full turn.
Cool. I'm going to shoot an arrow into this. Which one do I shoot though? Do I shoot the one that's almost dead, or
I can hit both of them on my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, like if you want mechanical things, incapacitated, I mean, I don't know. It really doesn't matter. Your choice.
Thanks.
Very helpful, I know.
Well, Audrey's got full health, Gramey hasn't, and Vossi is in the path of this other one, so I think I'm going to go for the one that's nearest Gramey and Vossi.
I think that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah. So I am going to shoot at it.
Okie dokie. That is a sharpshooter that hits for 15. Splendid.
Cool. And I'm not going to use my thorns because that will hit Gramey. And I don't think I can do anything else. Actually, can I use my cure wounds on Ava?
I think cure wounds is an action.
Oh, is it an action? Oh yeah, of course it is. Okay. No,
do you have any bonus action spells you could cast?
I do not. Hail of Thorns is the only one I've got.
So. Right. Okay. And you're going to stay there?
I am.
All right, Vossi.
So
with Gramey no longer incapacitated, you now have advantage. The pack tactic switches back on.
Cool. So we're going to bite again.
Oh,
yes!
Beautiful. Okay, 14.
All right,
14.
then.
Very good. Okay, this one's starting to look pretty bad. Its animation changes from like totally unhurt to suddenly like covered in blood.
Cool.
That one. What did you bite? Did you bite a snake, or are you biting the feline?
It's going straight for the throat of the leopard or whatever it is.
Okay, cool. All right. This I mean, this thing is a lot bigger than Vossi as well.
She's got some leap on her. She's fine.
Yeah. This like plucky little velociraptor like jumping up and trying to bite the throat of this enormous, like very muscular thing, and all of these like half dozen snake heads are like nipping down at you while you do it. Awesome. Did you want to stay there?
Yes.
Or did you want to move? Okay.
Ava.
Fine. I'm going to point at this column.
Okay. How dare you?
Because I know that if I strike that, I can hit both of these creatures without hitting Aldrich.
The column may be too tall for that, actually. Let me see.
Well, it's okay. Aldrich can just make the save then.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's just this tall monoliths, but I'm picturing they're maybe like 10 feet tall.
Okay, then I will point to the space in between all of them and be prepared that I might do bad things to Aldrich. Sorry.
Okay, so I've got to make 2 dex saves. Aldrich needs to make 1.
Mm-hmm.
One on the left and then one on the right. 10 and then a 16.
The 16 passes.
Oh.
I am going to use my channel divinity.
Oh God.
So the one on the left is going to take 30. Aldrich, you're going to take 30. The one on the right is going to take 15.
Okay.
And then everything is also going to fly 10 feet away from me.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that one flies in that direction. This one kind of bounces off that monolith and then flies like back towards the shrine door. And Aldrich flies like along next to the Kamadan. Do things land prone, by the way, when you do this?
It doesn't specify.
Okay.
I can put the effect in chat.
So Aldrich's still just about alive, but they are also both still alive.
So just to clarify, we had someone choke out literally everyone. And then you like maximizing damage on one of our allies as well as the enemies.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's fine. I am also going to use my bonus action. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon right here next to Aldrich.
Kideki
So
going for
basically,
the
yeah,
just
I'll
to the
narrate
northward?
while you're finding the sword. So we have Ava finally able to breathe again and see, like her eyes are no longer watering, and she reaches up towards the storm again and pulls another giant 5 foot by 5 foot lightning bolt right into the middle of the fray. Everything goes flying. Um, and then she just like quickly pulls a sword, like as it's crashing down. I think a part of the lightning breaks off, and she like kind of twists her hand to make it form into like the shape of a sword, and then that sword just immediately goes stabbing towards the creature.
For the creature, right? Okay. I'm sorry, I just assumed. Okay, yes, of course.
Yeah.
All right, and you're taking an attack with it straight away. A 13 is enough to hit.
Good.
And a
13.
13 is enough to kill. Okay, so this one was still like hunched over, coughing, sneezing. I think its eyes, all of its eyes on the snake heads and on its feline head are all like red raw, and like it's weeping, not from sadness, but from eye dust. And
Just got
yeah.
something in my eye, okay?
And it succumbs to your I guess this one is like a lot of your swords are like aquatic. This one is like more drawn from the lightning itself.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Is that everything on your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Aldrich, you
I'm
just
not
had a
gonna
very you just had a very traumatic experience, but you are still alive.
And
This
like sneezed
is-
him like Jävla dumt! Just con save.
Oh yes,
See if I
right.
can-
Yeah.
Ugh.
Nope.
Oh gosh, what have I done?
Okay. So this last Kamadan is flailing wildly. There's a like panic in its eyes. It's like, you know, cornered predator. So it's going to try its very best. Let's see. I think it being a predator, it you know, senses wounds and blood, so it's going to go for Grammy.
Going to like ask if you're just going straight for me or if you're going to roll.
So let's see. I mean, the bite and the claw. I just prefer bites to claws. I don't know. So bites.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits for 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then snakes, 16.
Yeah, that
Don't forget
hits.
you have your dodge.
I'm using uncanny dodge, which is not going to be enough if I don't succeed on this. I don't think.
Ooh, you made it. Okay, so you take
-2.
Might
Oh,
be
I'm
enough
still
to kill.
down. Never mind. I'm still down.
Okay, and when you go unconscious from poison in this way, then your soul becomes not. Those effects in D&D are always so nuts. Like I forget which one. Like disintegrate, right? When you're down and you just turn to dust.
Yeah.
Have a look at Magic Jar.
Have a look at Magic Jar.
Just have a look at it when you've got some time. It's a big, long description. I'm not going to go into it.
Oh, okay. I popped it open. I'll read it.
Let me say it this way. What's new? Grammy's down.
So Grammy, a death save, please.
That's
okay,
a fail.
One fail. Helby.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot at it again.
Wait, before you shoot,
Okay.
if you wanted to, you could cure wounds Grammy to get her up if you wanted to.
That's true.
Or you could shoot. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just, because I know you're new, just a reminder of things that you are able to do.
Cool. No, that's cool. Thank you. Yeah, let's do that. Let's drag it out a bit more for Grammy, shall we? You know, you're not dying just yet.
Drag it
I mean,
out
if
a
she-
bit more.
I wasn't
Oh
sure
my
if we were
God.
dragging out the dying or the living, actually.
The living. Okay, yeah, so I'll cast Cure Wounds on Grammy.
All right.
Why can
My
everyone
suggestion is
heal?
also Helby is actually 1 square south from where she is, so she's not in melee range of the things.
Oh yeah, you could move 1 square south if you want.
Actually, physically, or just say where I am?
No, yeah, sorry, please don't. But
Yeah.
I'll put it in the red bubble if you
What
want
we
to do
can
that. Just to
do,
mark
what
where
we
you are.
can do is just like move you slightly over with Alt, and so you don't snap to the grid.
Oh yeah, good call. So I'll just if you want to do that, it's up to you, Jelly.
On the
So it's
line.
like hold Alt and
It would be like that.
so how
Okay,
I play this card in defensive position.
there we go. Okay, I can't see anything, so that's all good. Okay, cool. So Cure Wounds.
Fuck the rules. I have money.
Oh my God. All right. So now I'm just gonna see if there's any like prone. Oh my God, I love this one.
Yeah, we got a new another token map marker. You know what I mean. Anything else on your turn, Hobby?
Nope.
Bossy.
Okay, so we're gonna go in for another bite.
Yep, you've got pack tactics from Grammy. You hit, you kill.
Yeah.
How does this look?
Yay! I think Vossi would sort of reel round from her last attack, spring forward, and just sink her teeth into the creature's neck and just rip its throat out.
All right. And as you do, like the creature, the massive feline body, like tumbles to the ground, like one of its legs just gives out, hits the ground, and the snakes for a moment are just like, there's still life in their eyes, and they're like ready to lurch forwards to bite Vossi, and then the news reaches them from the main body that they are also dead. And they like.
I love the way you put that.
By the way, you're also dead.
Oh shoot! I guess we'll stop then.
All right, so you stand foes slain. A moment later, Aldrig, I think it's highly unlikely that you're going to choke to death from this dust, so I won't make you do the rolls. A moment later, you recover.
Okay. I walk straight over to Grammy and punch her in the face.
Ooh. So,
What is your strength modifier?
-1.
Okay.
I think it's 1 damage if you hit, but yeah, you make
It's like
an
1
unarmed,
plus strength. So like rules as written is literally 0. If
I think
Yeah.
minimum of 1.
I think
But,
it's
like-
a minimum of 1.
It's like I
Never mind.
punch you, but it's one of those things where you're expecting someone to like hit you really hard, but like it's just annoyed. It's just really annoyed that whole thing happened. So he just like walks over and just like punches you in the face, and he's just like,
Let's roll the attack though, because I want to see if Grammy's on 2 HP or 3 HP.
Sure.
So what am I doing for an
It's an
attack?
unarmed strike.
It's like a strength.
I think it's proficient and is it strength? No, okay.
Yeah, like strength
that?
plus proficiency. So
Three
that would be a
miss.
3.
Oh, no, that would be a 4. So
You would be you'd be proficient with those 4.
so
Okay,
what we
so-
hear is just like instead of an
Yeah.
actual.
Yeah.
I think I swing at you and you move out the way, and I just like start swearing at you, just like "Havle dumt," like "Grupenatas," like just like fucking random celestial words. Like
Help you just hear like in Infernal. I'm sorry, but fucking I didn't know what to do. I just
I love that you're arguing in different languages that neither of you understand.
I just like spit on the floor, and I'm just like "Dumfan jag hatar domino," and just like walk off, just like this way.
Ooh.
Well, I think we should take a moment.
I think I'm still just on the
come
ground.
come here. Yeah, I'm like, come here. I will heal both of you.
I think
I'll
Helby
just-
would probably run after Eldrick and check he's okay.
I sit down here and just start reading my book.
Yeah, that's close enough. I will
Like-
cast a prayer of healing.
Okay.
Just burst of angry, and then I just sit down and I'm just like,
Everyone who needs it gets another 14 HP.
thank you.
I'm not going to say that I don't need it.
Is
Well,
Grammy
you're-
still prone, by the way, or have you?
Yes.
She's not gotten up yet.
I'm sorry, Ava. I didn't mean to.
Well, now you'll know better for next time. And I just kind of clap you on the shoulder. No one died. We killed them both. So it's not a mistake we couldn't recover from.
Like Eldrick tilts his head back in his chair, and Helby sees him roll his eyes back, and he just gets up, and I walk over to Grammy, and I go, "I'm sorry, my friend," and put my hand out to shake your hand.
I think like I'm still on the ground. I will just use it as well, just to get up.
I should not have lost my temper. You did what you did in a panic. It's just okay. I used to know someone
I will
like you.
get like search for something in my bag while you speak.
I used to know someone like you, and they called themselves Olika.
Who were they?
It was a little old lady. They were very lovely, but their heart was in the right place, but they did very strange things.
Well,
Your heart is in the right place.
and I'll like pull out a hand towards you, just closed, just like as if giving you something.
Beatrice like hops down my hand and pecks at your hand and sniffs it. And I turn my hand over.
And then I put a gem worth 50 gold. Here, just. I'm sorry. Take that.
It's okay.
Yes.
No, you keep
As
it.
a
Honestly,
token.
you keep it.
No. Just. I don't want to pay off you, but it's just, I like giving things to people. It makes me feel better.
Okay. I'm not in it for the money. Everyone has a lot to gain from what we do here today. Anyway, I'm sorry. I should not have lost my temper at you. You did a good thing there. And just walk back over to Helby. Scruff up Helby's hair, if she'll let me.
Yeah, of course she does. She gives him a big grin, as if to say, "Well done for saying sorry."
Aw. I'll stand up, kind of brush off my pants, and I say, "Well, shall we check out what we fought our way to? See if we can find another one of these cubes."
Helby, on this monolith that's right in front of you, there's some Omuan writing.
Okay.
It says, Shagambi teaches us to fight evil with honor.
Guys, there's some more writing on this column. It says Shagambi teaches us to fight evil with honor.
I just kind of give a side look at Grammy, like, is sneezing powder honorable?
I look.
I don't say anything.
Look back at you, just like after a moment of silence. Look, I don't do honorable fighting well, okay?
Well, hopefully we'll still be able to go inside.
And everyone also sees on that monolith there's a relief carved, like an image, which shows a Kamadan, the creatures that you just fought that magically disappeared when I put them onto the map layer for some reason.
Yes.
Overseeing
Probably
Cholton
fine.
warriors training with spears and swords.
I imagine the
I
tokens
walk
are
over to the
behind
relief.
map.
Yeah, weirdly though, I selected the map and said send to. Oh no, I sent the map to front. That's
Oh.
why. There we go.
Okay.
I tried that, but I sent it the wrong way. I'm an idiot.
Okay, good.
It
Oh, it's
happens.
weird. They disappeared. All right.
I
yeah,
walk
so
over
you see that.
to the relief and I say, "What the relief?"
You die. You a spear falls from the sky and does 300 damage.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
So roll a new
It was a very
character,
bad
actually,
joke.
Phil.
I use that tape stuff, and it patches up the holes. That's fine.
In your head.
I have a warlock vision of me doing that.
I'm gonna step over the corpse and check out the stairs going down.
Yeah, so this one actually, well, there was there's a heavy door. Oh,
Is there?
yeah, that doesn't matter. Yeah,
I opened the door.
it's heavy, and it takes. Actually, I don't believe that you can do it on your own, Ava. Hold on, let me check your strength score.
I
I don't know why I'm
17.
running this like it's written because it doesn't matter. But, with your 17, you can't move this invisible door.
It's actually not heavy. It's my brother. So I ask it to move, and it doesn't move because it's my brother, and it does the opposite to what I ask. So I say, "Don't move," and it does move. Is the door open now?
Yeah, sure. Your brother, the door.
He ain't heavy. He's my brother.
So yeah, you'll need I don't know. I guess they didn't quite manage because you can see inside, right?
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah. So you'll need to get somebody to help you, but it's not a check. It's just a combined strength score of
I
a
think.
certain amount.
All right, who among you is the strongest? Because I need to move this door.
I think like we just see behind your back Grammy like trying to just see if she can get the venom out of the snakes or something. Right? Doesn't even pay attention.
I just look at Helby and say, "Eva needs some help now. I'm going to be here in a supportive capacity."
I can
Is
try.
anyone looking bloodied still, or
I am
Gravy is
exactly half a hit point in bloodied.
okay? So I will be behind you in a supportive capacity, and I will as a goodwill gesture critically roll a d6, and you get 6 health back. I just pat you on the head and scruff up your hair.
I like
What is
I like accidentally just hurt your hand with my like horn while you do this. Sorry.
So what is Helby's strength score?
10.
Okay, that's not enough.
No.
I don't think. Wait, is a combined strength score a bonus?
Score.
Okay, yeah. Come help.
Okay. As I step over the creature, I'm going to retrieve my arrow as I go.
Okay. Yeah, you get half back of what you fired.
Yeah, cool. So that's 1.
Is Vossi stronger than you? Could you tell Vossi
no,
to help?
Vossi is 6.
Well, that's
Boss is
quite an
very,
old
very dexterous.
velociraptor.
No problem.
So
I feel like Vossi probably couldn't follow instructions as well as you could actually perform them though as well.
No,
So
I was thinking about that earlier because I can't remember how it's phrased, but it's like she follows your instructions, but
Yeah.
presumably the unwritten part is if she can, like to the best, because you can't say
intelligence.
Yeah. I was thinking of how would I rule that? Probably an intelligence check, because if you're like Vossi, go and pick that lock, go and spy on that wizard.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that she can't do, but
Yeah.
but she will try her best to follow whatever instruction you give her.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so Ava and Helby, then how on earth does this look? Like how are you going to
Do I
do this?
stand in
Helby-
between Ava's legs and push
Yeah,
from
I
the
feel
bottom?
like Helby gets the bottom and I get the top. It's pretty straightforward.
Makes total sense. Yeah. So you're both kind of shoving, like shoulder nudging against the door, like, and yeah, Helby just standing up completely clear under Ava's legs and like shoving the bottom of it. And then like you eventually you both like hit the door at exactly the same time with your shoulder barge, and it bursts open. And there's steps descending downwards. I'll give you the rest of the box text. So this is what you see when the doors burst open. Steps descend into a 15-foot high moss-covered room. So the ceiling is 15 foot high. 4 statues of Omuan warriors. I guess I've jumped ahead a moment because you probably can't see that yet. You can just see down straight.
I would be descending into it. So once we got it open, so it's fine, I think.
So if you move in, just so I can point to where you're seeing these things, so that you can see them on the map. There you go. So 4 statues of Omuan warriors. That's those things. Stand in alcoves to either side, overlooking a barred gladiatorial pit in the floor. Each statue looks like it was meant to hold a spear, but its weapon is missing. On the far side of the chamber, a stone pedestal stands conspicuously bare. A relief on the wall behind it shows a monstrous jaguar with 6 snakes protruding from its shoulders, fighting off a squat, frog-like humanoid armed with a spear. To the left of the relief is a narrow tunnel with stairs leading down.
You remember the relief we saw outside, Helby?
Mm-hmm.
They were fighting those, I've already forgotten their names, Kamedons?
Yeah.
They were fighting those Kamedons with spears, but they don't have any.
Oh, yeah. I wonder where they are.
Well, there's more steps heading down that way, I point. Does the pedestal have like a pressure plate or anything on it, or is it just empty?
You could move closer to examine it.
From here, can I see anything, is what I'm asking.
No.
Okay. I don't trust these statues.
No, me either.
I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to move here.
Okay.
If nothing happens, I'm going to move here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to inspect the statue. Does it look like it has moving parts? Does it look like, aside from the, like, what do I see from the statue if I like give a really thorough looking over?
I think you don't find anything unusual on the statues. Yeah, but they are conspicuously missing spears.
I'm gonna keep going past. I'm gonna here.
Okay.
Okay, I'll keep going.
Yeah,
keep slow because I don't.
That's fine.
I'm gonna follow behind. Being careful to step where Ava is stepping.
Is Vossi coming in, or is she staying outside?
No, she's gonna stay outside.
Okay.
Once I get to this point, I want to go up to the pedestal and take a look.
Okay, so it's about 4 foot high, stone cylinder. And yeah, make a perception check.
Sure. Not great.
Yeah, so there's kind of some nondescript carvings on it, and yeah, I think you don't notice anything else particularly about it.
Can I have a look?
I look at Helby after I inspect that, and I say, do you think they already took this one? I know that the necromancer wizards already have one.
Yeah, it looks like someone's taken it. Is there anything written on the relief behind it that I can read?
There is, yes. So firstly, there's an image. There's, this one's a wall relief, so carving, and then there's like inscriptions next to parts of the image. So
Mhm.
you see a Kamadan, big feline creature with snakes on its shoulders, fighting a grung, so like a small like frog-like creature with a little spear. And then there's an inscription in Old Omuan. So if you pop open the ancient Omuan text, I'm gonna copy and paste the new one. Jelly, you can read it if you want, or we can like go around. It's up to you if you want to or not.
No, it's okay. You can. I mean, if we can all see it, then. Oh.
So, I think that also you figure out the place in the story that it goes. So,
where have you put it? Sorry.
I haven't hit it
Oh,
yet.
you haven't done it. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. And then you should have one of those handouts already. That one.
Ooh.
Hello, grungs. Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, how cute.
Adorable little violent warrior creatures.
Yes. Also, when you talked about how the frog getting real mad at Uptown, it reminded me so much of Mr. Gripply attacking that statue.
The one on the left looks like he is made of chocolate and toffee.
Yes. I think that's actually like poison.
Probably, yeah.
Do you want to eat me?
But he does look kind of delicious. He does look like he's got
Fat me.
black dark chocolate.
A very interesting creature.
They call me Dr. Chocolate Forge.
Right.
Graimy, by the way, I think you discerned that you would need to pretty much dissect the snakes to like find the poison gland to extract it. It would take quite a long time.
Yeah, I start and then like everyone goes in. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna.
And I come out and I'm like, stop playing with your food.
I don't want to eat them.
Orlica would have eaten them. You can understand my caution. There is. Can I see these stairs?
Yeah.
Bossy, are you coming?
You're so done.
No, Vossi's staying outside.
It's guarding the entrance.
She is, yeah.
So I guess Helby reads that to what the since she has to translate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I think as she's reading, I'm like, well, there's the spears again.
So it says
Perhaps they're downstairs.
It says at noon, a brave Kamadan hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in the Omuan's hearts and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Kamadan fashioned a holy spear, but she left it at the riverbank, and a crafty grung stole it. In her rage, Shagambi the Kamadan forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nang Nang the grung forever across the sky.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go. Let's keep going. I'm still taking the dodge.
Yeah, okay.
There's spider webs. Be alert.
Wait.
I wait.
So do we not rest? I have a friend. I have a friend called Olika who used to take such risks. push on and push on without resting.
That's
Are we sure we're ready?
well, it's as good a place as any to take a break, but don't see. And then I like look over myself. I'm like, oh wait, I see a reason why.
Even if it is only short, like we could.
I sit on the steps, but I'm not happy about it.
Or like walk over to Ava and just like you hear like fingers just on your shoulders, and then just like a crack later.
You have to warn me when you're doing that, but it feels better.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, wait, that's the wrong thing. I wanted to do this.
Yeah, it's bone setting. Yes, my shoulder was horribly broken, but now it's fine.
Yeah, Grammy, like, you got a dislocated shoulder. She like crunches it back in. So you're taking a short rest here.
Yeah.
And this.
Just in case. Well, actually, wait, what? Okay.
Jelly, this is probably your first short rest. I think on the character sheet there's like a. You're full HP anyway, so you don't need to.
No, I'm good.
To roll. Any hit dice. If there's anything that refreshes on a short rest for you, then you get that back.
Oh shit.
Oh, I get to re-roll that, right?
Yes, you do.
Much better.
Oh, awesome.
And what bonus do we get back?
You get +3.
Oh, that's actually, I'm at 44 or 45 with just spending one hit die, so I'm good.
+3 on what? On any hit die?
No, on
no,
all.
over on the rest.
Everything.
So I just get +3 health.
Yeah, at the end of the short rest, you get +3 HP.
Okay. Cool.
And you get all your spell slots back, right, Aldrich?
Why is it that I get +3 health back?
Because of Grammy's bone setting.
Yeah.
So Grammy has to touch me.
Yes.
Okay, I don't let Grammy touch me.
Okay, but
okay.
You can tell because he doesn't know you, and he's very like
look, I can
away from everybody else. It's just like, no, I don't like being touched.
Okay, but look, I can just look you over. It's fine. You don't.
He's like walking with a cane. He's clearly mangled, like he looks like he's been in a car crash. But he's walking like nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
But it's just like, no, I'm fine.
Well, just let me know if you need something, alright?
I will.
Right. I think there's this thought of like, I could start dissecting the snakes again, but I kind of hold myself back.
Did you not cut off their heads and bring them with you?
Oh, that's a brilliant
Can't you play
idea.
with them? Can't you play with them when we are walking? Just take their teeth out so you don't fall on them and poison yourself.
That's a brilliant idea. And I get outside and I like cut off the head of a snake. Like,
jeez.
Okay.
I just look at Helby and I just pat her on the shoulder like, Olika.
She grins at him again.
Are we ready to press on now?
Yes.
Yep, let's go.
My God.
Okay.
I'm gonna be taking the dodge action as I'm moving forward.
Okay.
No, I just yes,
looking...
I'm okay. I just imagined like a Grammy with like a just cut off snake head just tied to her. Just yep.
She's got it hanging from her belt like a Witcher trophy.
Yep, exactly.
Beatrice is pecking at it.
Nope.
Nope. I'm gonna use my sword to like clear the cobwebs as I go, and I'm gonna be like looking up and like around for spiders and that sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. 20.
Okay. So yeah, we'll kind of use that ongoing as you're moving through this area.
Okay.
So yeah, as you're going,
I'm just gonna keep going.
yeah, keep going until I'll tell you of something if you see something out of the ordinary. So yeah, as you're coming through, you see a pretty plain hallway. There's some huge spider webs, but no signs of any like enormous spiders hanging from the ceiling waiting to drop down on you.
It looks like there's
Do you
more
mean
relief.
no signs, or do you not see any?
Yeah, so there's some more not inscriptions, reliefs, like showing these it's various like scenes continuing the story that that Helby translated. So yeah, you see one of them has like, you know, this Kamadan. One shows it fashioning this holy spear. One shows the grung like stealing it. One shows the Kamadan like chasing the grung across the sky. It's pretty dramatic, like in terms of like religious imagery. They're pretty hardcore. So yeah, once you get to the end of the hallway, you see it turns right, and there's like a 6 foot tall stone archway that's open. And you can see that this leads to this area which is below the grating that you saw from above. There's also an archway 6 foot on the other side, which is also open. I guess you can just probably see until the end of that corridor, most likely.
Okay, I can't see anything. I'll just have to take your word for it.
Oh, I see. There's a dynamic lighting wall that I'll need to take away. Oh, okay. You'll just need. I'll move you through if you're.
I'll just move through it.
So, because of your perception check, you see there seems to be a pressure plate on the floor there, 10 feet in front of you. So, 10 feet. Let me just see what you guys can see at the moment. Okay. Grammy, I'll move you so that you can see for the stream. You're now the group of you are like looking into this chamber below.
Oh, I see.
From above. I get you guys can't. The rest of you guys can't see it at the moment, but that's where it looks.
So is the pressure plate that I see? Is it like right in the middle?
Yeah.
Basically.
So the part that is exposed to above, and there's like these bars covering it. That part has a pressure plate on the floor.
Hmm. And it's across like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I stop here and I'll point and I say, well, there's a pressure plate there. I don't know what will happen if we step on it, but I'm sure nothing good.
Can't you jump over it?
Let me look at the long jumping abilities. I don't know if I can get enough of a run up, but we can look.
We can move out of the way if you need to take a run up. You can get at least 10 feet out of this. Maybe 5.
I mean,
jumping, long jump. You can cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So I could cover 15 feet easily. Can I clear it then?
No. It is. I think it's. I'm fairly sure it's 20 feet across. So let me check.
Is it really?
Could you get around the corner? Could you come down this way? Okay, come down this way.
Oh no, it's 20 feet deep.
Here.
Hold on.
Yeah.
15 feet across the pressure plate.
I can go 17. Can I clear it?
Yeah.
All right.
So you'll need to. It starts from. Oh, you won't be. So it starts from 5 feet in front of you. Ava is where you would need to take off. So you would need to clear this. You would need to ask Helby to back up to give you 10 feet.
Then I guess I turn and I look at Helby and I say, I'm going to need to start from where you're at. And she backs up. And I'm gonna move back, and then I'm gonna like basically push off the wall and take a running long jump.
Are you sure you? Okay.
Yeah, so you go through this like 6 foot high archway, which is potentially shorter than you. You might have to duck.
No, I am just under 6 foot.
You're just under 6 feet. Okay, so you and then sail. There's enough height in this pit for you to like get high enough to jump your full jump. And yeah, you sail right across this thing. So you land just over there, just on the other side of the pressure plate. You land solidly. There's a archway just in front of you, and nothing happens. You can see that you haven't triggered the pressure plate.
I see something.
You do, yes. You see a warrior carved out of clay that is holding a spear and an enormous clay shield.
All right. While taking the dodge action still, I'm gonna keep. Oh, I have to basically drag it. I've been using the arrow keys to move around, so I can move more slowly.
Yeah, you should be able to drag yourself eastwards if you want to continue.
It won't let me. I'm trying to, but actually drag myself in. There we go. Jeez.
Yeah, so there's not everyone can see, but there's like a straight hallway that goes all the way. So Helby, you can actually still see Ava. She's at the end of a straight hallway, and like in between you and her, there was this like 15-foot square chamber that she just jumped clean over.
Okay.
I can see that there's like 4 alcoves here.
Yes.
As I like kind of poke my head in there, does it look like they're all holding spears?
Yes.
Can I make any kind of like perception check, or like I want to investigate them, I guess?
Yes, you can either perception or investigation.
I would prefer perception because I'm better at that. 13.
So they don't seem mobile. They're not like jumping towards. They're not moving. You didn't sneak up, so you know that you. I mean, you landed. You made a bit of noise. You moved along, and they don't seem to have like turned. They don't look like statues, but they aren't moving, and they're not like turning to look at you or anything.
The thing that worries me is that they're not little stars on the map. They're red circles that can move.
I should mention also they're behind iron portcullises, each of them.
How far apart are the bars? Like, is that something I could reach through?
Yeah.
Like I hope to clear. Cause okay, guys. Has anyone thought to try and follow her or check up on her?
I don't think I can jump that.
I mean, we could try. dropping from above, I suppose.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try to grab one of the spears.
Okay. Yeah, so you can, if you move up 5 feet, you
Yeah.
can reach your arm through. Like the bars are maybe a foot wide. Like if it was a jail cell, it's not a particularly effective one, so you can reach right through and reach this clay carving.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I try to lift the spear out of the hand.
It is immovable.
I ask the golem or whatever it is, would you please release this? We need to assist the temple.
Your request falls on clay ears.
Yeah. Well then. I'll go back a step and call back to the group, and I say, well, I found the spears, but they're being held by clay statues. I'm not able to get them out of the hands.
Have you tried talking to them?
Yes, actually.
What if we get Helby to talk to them?
I could try, but I don't know how I'm gonna get over there.
Helby, can you tell me something in ancient Omuan to tell them? Maybe they'll listen to that.
Sorry, I just remembered. Ugh, I am so bad with this because it's. Do you know when you can do nothing, and then all of a sudden you can do everything?
What is your point?
I will have you. Well, I'm going to do what I did earlier.
I'll do what I do. So you're gonna cast the disc under Helby again?
Yeah, and just float her across the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you get across on this thing?
Yes, and I go across on the thing.
Wait, can you? Like actually?
Where am I going? Straight
So
forward.
what's the? You got 500 pounds. Oh yeah, you guys are well.
I
I'm
feel like-
carrying
weight-
500 pounds.
Yeah, your
I
weight. plus
rely
your,
on this.
The biggest issue is where you're getting your momentum to cross, because it follows you, but it doesn't move. So you probably have to like find grips in the wall, like kind of wall climb yourself
Oh,
across.
you could like turn around and like push off the wall behind you. I
Yeah,
reckon,
can we
with your
push
leg?
off the wall?
I feel like I would kick it and jump on it, and it would very slowly move like the steamroller in Austin Powers.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was
Like-
literally
like-
thinking I would watch somebody like driving a JCB or something earlier, and I literally thought of that. Like he was driving
Yeah.
towards me, and I was like 20 feet away. I was crossing the road, I think, and I was like, "Move out of the way!" So Helby, you're 110 pounds. Sorry, it's very rude of me to, but I have to. You know, rules is rules.
That's
I
all
have to
right.
disclose it. Eldrig, you're 215, so you're together. You are 325. So you got
What's the
100.
And what? 215 pounds?
Yeah, you plus what you're carrying.
Excuse me, sir. Never tell a warlock his weight.
So you got 175 like spare that you could put on the disc if you want to, which probably carries Grammy, I'm guessing.
Which is probably Grammy.
I mean,
Grammy,
total with equipment, I weigh about 250 pounds.
Oof. Okay. So you
It's
can probably
okay.
get 2 out of the
I'll send
3
it
of you
back.
on
I'll
that.
send it back. I'll send it back. I'll make intelligence roll.
Okay.
Flat intelligence or
What are you
investigation.
looking for?
Investigation. I want to investigate Gravy.
What? Excuse you?
12. I basically look at the disc because I've done this many times before. I look at the disc and I go,
Consent, anyone?
I know me and the wee one have done this many times before, but can we have another? And does 12 let me know that? Or
Yeah,
do
I
I
think
have to
so.
set my own
Yeah,
disc?
I don't think it's super the disc. I think when you step on it, the disc was hovering a few feet and then it like drops a little bit as you get on, like suspension
Yeah.
or like stepping onto a boat or something. So it's a little closer to the ground.
But
And
like,
you can suss out if somebody else stepped on it, would hit the ground and stop being able to move.
I'd be like, no offense, I will send back, and so we'll float that direction.
Okay.
By the way, I just realized like Raimi is carrying more weight on her than like her body weight.
Yeah. Yes. Is everybody following the encumbrance rules? Actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aldrig, I saw actually. I happened to notice when I was looking at your weight. It says that you're cucumbered. You might have to.
I don't know why. Like,
So
like
we can talk about that after the session. You might have to shed some gear or have all sorts of awful penalties.
what is it? Right. Okay. Wait. What is this? Right. Bin. Fucking bin. Fucking. I have to have those. Wait.
Okay, you can do this afterwards,
carry on,
all
carry
right?
on.
Yeah, so you push off, you float harmlessly over the pressure plate, slowly towards Ava. I guess you still have like momentum when you reach Ava, so you just kind of bump up against Ava and then stop.
Hello, thank you for stopping the momentum of the disc because it literally just goes at speed until it hits a wall. Very boring. What have you found?
Sorry, I had to AFK and I didn't tell you guys. I'm back.
Okay.
They just floated over to you with the floating disc.
Ah, okay, cool.
We have just floated over very slowly. Hello, how are you doing? Have you found anything interesting?
Drake,
Hello?
were you not going to send the disc back?
Oh yes, and then I kick the disc and it just bounces into the. I feel like it's not like I pull it back; it just bounces into the wall and slides back towards me with the momentum that I kick it with.
Yeah. So Graeme, you can like jump over it once and then jump onto it when it's moving back towards the group.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
So I just gesture to the golems or statues or whatever. I feel like they're golems. And I say, nothing more than what I've told you. These statues of warriors, they each have a shield and a spear. I feel like we need those spears.
Do you think it has anything to do with the inscription that was outside?
Absolutely.
So Shagambi teaches us to fight evil with honor. I don't know what that could mean. Do we have to fight these guys?
We might have to step on the stepping on the pressure plate might activate them.
That's what I was thinking.
Activate them?
And then we'll have to fight them in gladiatorial combat.
That sounds terrible. Why would you do that?
Hold on. Let's see. How don't rituals just take like 10 minutes to cast?
I think it's 10. That's what I have in mind.
Tensor's floating disc takes an hour.
Yeah. No, well, duration an hour.
No, it takes an hour. It's an hour to cast it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is this
and
casting time
and
one
there's
action?
One action.
Yeah, but it's a ritual.
So 10 minutes.
Wait. I'm sure it's now. Otherwise, I would have done it earlier.
I'm pretty sure it just adds 10 minutes to the casting time.
Yep.
A ritual version of a spell takes 10 minutes longer to cast than normal. Not an hour.
Wait. Oh, duration 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
We're waiting. We're waiting.
I'm still waiting. What's going on?
Wait. No, carry on. Actually, carry on. That was a joke. Carry on.
What are you guys doing?
It was mostly just he was talking about how he didn't have to use the spell slots after all.
I know. What are the PCs doing?
I want to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay. Okie doke. So yeah, another 10 minutes pass.
I can't actually move into the space there. Whatever.
Yeah, I was having issues doing that too.
Yeah, I couldn't either. Derek had to move
I
me.
think like not moving through walls is a thing, but it's just not implemented well because we can move up to a wall and see through.
As far as I can see, yeah, it's not like a separate wall for some reason that I could delete. It would delete other parts of the dynamic lighting, so
it's all good.
So I don't know enough about these things. What's the range?
It is 30 feet.
And does it go through walls? I think maybe
it can, but not if they're super thick. I'll just put it in chat for you.
1 foot of stone. Okay, so it kind of depends where you're going to stand during the ritual, like once it goes off, once it's finished.
So I'm going to stand here, and then I'll move around.
Okay.
Because I'll concentrate on up to 10 minutes.
So yeah, because of the floor, you would only get within range of those guys. I think you must detect magic from these carvings in those recesses. I'm not quite sure what type of magic it is.
When you say the carvings in the recesses, you're talking about the warrior things?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what type of magic it is to create these things, though.
Enchantment, maybe?
Yeah. Could be, yeah. I'm looking at the it's secret item that would be used if a player character tried to create these things, but it doesn't say a type of spell or a type of magic. But yeah, let's go with enchantment.
Let's see.
Each of those 4 guys. And I think stone more than a foot is blocking anything else.
All right. I say, the clay warriors are enchanted in some manner. If I go back towards the pressure plate, is that enchanted? Is that magical?
No.
Do we have any traps we could set up? I'm guessing that's a no.
Don't think so, no.
Well, yeah, okay, no. I could
Can I try to break its arm off? It's just clay.
You could try, but it's incredibly there's just no budging at all. Same with when you tried to. I guess you might have had that idea when you tried to pull the spear out. You might have tried to just break it clean off as well.
I mean, I didn't at that point, but I do now, and
Okay.
it just doesn't yield. Okay.
There's just it doesn't even feel like it's close.
I think if we want those spears, we're going to have to trigger that pressure plate.
Do you want me to just step on it now?
No.
Why
I think we should back up first.
Graimy, why don't you investigate the pressure plate and see if you can notice anything peculiar about this trap?
I do that. Do I? Okay. Just, do I see anything peculiar about the pressure plate, do I find anything
I think
out?
it's more about what you don't see because it's already identified as a pressure plate. You don't see like poison vents or anything like that. You don't see like slits through which arrows might be fired. But I think the rest of the mechanism is not visible. You know, even with good inspection, it's not open to the plain sight.
Well, I don't see much, and like I raise my foot. You might want to back up now.
Helby, back towards me.
And I step on the pressure plate. Oh my god, I can't move at all because I'm like in the wall now.
Oh, okay. So you wanted to stand where you want to be on the first spot of the.
Yeah, I want to be on the pressure plate.
Okay, so as expected, it sinks down. There's like a mechanical click, and Ava, you see the portcullises in front of the first two of these creatures, sink into the ground, and then with like a kind of rumbling and a cracking, two of them start to move and step out from their respective cells, and they start trying to push past you. Like they're not attacking you; they're just like trying to move past you. There's not particularly resisting possible. They are like similar to when you were trying to like take the spears from their hands. Like they are not possible to resist. So I don't know if you tried to like push back or try to like hold your ground.
Yeah, because I don't know that they can technically move through my square.
So they shove past, and you're like pushed against the wall. Same with you, Helby. Same with you, Aldrich. They like shove through, and then like stand in front of you, Grammy. And like one is they're both holding like these enormous like great shields, and a bronze tipped spear, and they stand and then take a fighting stance.
Oh god.
Okay.
And,
I will take a fighting stance then.
And
that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea.
We're not far behind. It's fine. We can take them. Hopefully.
At least it's been 2 so far.
Mona.
Oh, I fully expected that to happen, if I'm honest.
I thought that they were going to just fight. I didn't realize that they were going to be like, excuse me, coming through.
Yeah, and there's a reason. There's a reason for that. Yes.
I'm sure there is.
Well, why do I put Creamy in danger all the time?
Because you like it.
Because you're trying to kill her.
No.
Yes, you are.
The thrill.
No, you.
No, you, exactly. All right.
No,
well,
please.
Thank you so much for that session, everyone. That was awesome.
It's very
No,
fun.
me.
Thank you.
I want to like at least once have a session in this city where I don't go down. At least once. And I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But
probably not.
Did you just say hopefully not?
I said probably not.
Okay.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully
not. Reloads crossbow.
All right. Well, hey Derek, you know that you're an awesome GM. Do you do like other stuff on Twitch?
I do adventure games. I like stories, and I like games that have stories, regardless of how old they are. So at the moment, we're new games are new to me. You know, I don't mind if they're actually new. So we're playing Vampire the Masquerade at the moment. I stream it only on Sundays on my very own Twitch channel. I'm a noob Tremere, and yeah, just chilling, just hanging out in the city, drinking blood.
Are you still in Santa Monica?
Yes. I don't know how.
What is wrong with you?
I'm doing as many side quests as possible before touching the main quest.
I mean, as I said, like
That's how
that's
you
the
do
way
those
to do it.
games. Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me total like 46 hours, like total. Like looking at the save file, and you start carry on.
So I've done 2 streams. I've done like 9 hours of it. Still in Santa Monica. That's probably pretty slow, but yeah.
No, that sounds about right. If
No,
you're doing
it
all the
is.
side quests.
It is about right.
No. The worst one. I don't know if you've got up to it yet. The worst one is
spoilers.
Spoilers.
no wait. Are you up to the graveyard yet?
No, he's not.
No.
That graveyard is
Right,
like
that's fine.
completely
That's
different.
fine.
I did the haunted hotel last time. It was very spooky.
Oh, okay, cool.
I like
my
the Haunted
yeah.
Hotel a
God.
lot. The first time I did it, it scared me so much. And then the second time I was just like, all right, let's go through this. This is not
Didn't
scary.
scare me at all.
Estady, I kid you not.
Jumps.
That fucking hotel is the point where I quit a lot when I try to play this
Yeah.
game because I'm just like,
It's
I can't handle it. I'm done.
But the thing is like it's not dangerous. So like once you get through it once, you're like, okay, well, this is not that big a deal anymore because it's not like you're not in any actual danger.
Yeah, but it is so atmospheric and spooky. I
Yeah.
I was kidding. I jumped out my skin like half a dozen
I
times.
know you did. Of course you did.
Philip Brain is I can just kill everyone, and then I go into that mansion. I'm like, I can't kill anyone, so I have no power here. So I'm just walking through this mansion. My first playthrough was Malkavian as well. I was just like walking through this mansion. I wasn't actually. I was sneaking. I was like full. Like I was hitting
Same.
obfuscation.
Like the second
every single time. No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say the second time I went through, I was just running through it, but the first time I was just like sneaking the whole way, scared out of my pants.
Yeah, obfuscation. I put like I think I put 1 level in obfuscation. So I was just like, I'm gonna sneak the whole game, and then I was sneaking around. And it was just like this thing coming off the shelves at me, hitting me in the face, and I'm like, I'm not spec'd for vampire regeneration. Anyway, sorry, carry on, Dirk.
I also spent like 25 minutes trying to unlock a door after I found a key, not realizing that I hadn't actually picked the key up. I found it and I left it there and I walked around. So yeah,
what was the door? What was the door? Where was the door?
It was in the underground of the hotel. It's like we were in the washing machine. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Snow.
Yeah.
That's me.
Anyway, I'm just gonna catch you up there. Hey, Stany, you know,
Hi.
I mean, I gotta ask you the question, right? Do you stream?
Yes.
Do you perhaps stream on Fridays, like half an hour after our game is done?
Maybe. Yeah, hi, I'm Estany. I'm a variety streamer on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Estany. I wasn't sure what we were going to be streaming today after D&D, and I decided, you know what? I want to sing. So we're going to do some more Twitch sings.
Yay.
I do a monthly Twitch sings thing, so that's going to also be in like 2 weeks, but I kind of want to sing today. So we're going to sing today as well. Other things I've been streaming Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. And man, like that has been feeling way too close to home lately.
When the bald guy turns up and he's like, guess what? I'm actually not that bad.
Like, you know what? Maybe we just let you assassinate all the kings. It's fine. Maybe that's okay.
Yeah.
Problem one is like, you can't let me kill everyone but one person.
Also, we've been doing the Sherlock games, which have also been feeling a bit too close to home. But it was nice to like solve crimes and then get to be lenient because of people's circumstances rather than just sending everyone to the gallows. So that was nice. Derek, I only messed up one case in Crimes and Punishment.
Oh, nice
I got all the other ones right. Woo!
High five.
The vote Divine was split between City Skylines and Shadowrun Hong Kong. So those are games that are going to be coming up in the future. I'll probably be doing City Skylines in a week. and I'll probably be doing Shadowrun Hong Kong once I've finished the Sherlock games. Also, I do art streams on Wednesdays, and those are fun.
Sorry, Shadowrun Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. Full charisma character. It's such a good game. I've never played further than like the first 15-20 minutes, but it is one of those games where you I feel like you need to play a charisma character to get all the speech options.
Speech options are fun. I was thinking because in the previous game that I played Shadowrun Returns, and I ended up playing a summoner,
Nice.
shaman, which I think are charisma based, right?
Yeah.
And it was really fun. Her name was stupid. I called her Friend Zone because she summoned friends, and it was just dumb, and I loved it.
Oh,
but...
I remember that.
Awesome,
oh my god,
that's so good. That's so smart.
But I feel like I might want to do something different for Shadowrun Hong Kong, so we'll see.
All right,
but it won't be for a little while yet. Anyway, sorry, I'm clogging up all of your talking time.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. Shut up.
No, but like speaking of someone who speaks a lot, right? Hey Phil, you know.
Oh wait, what? It's my turn. I feel like I feel like I've been speaking for like half an hour. Okay, so
what do you
I do music as Further in a Dream. I have music that is like 10 years old as Made of Sand, because I wanted to be called Glass, but Glass was taken, and Glass is made of sand. I have recently started up like an electronic music thing. I'm not gonna like leak the name. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's like, you know, if I say it here, someone might go, "Oh my god, that sounds amazing." Slipknot's website is slipknot1.com, because someone just stole the website. So maybe I'm a really good electronic music boy. And yeah, but I thought of a cool name. I'll share it with the friends in the Discord. But yeah, I do music and I love it. It's I highly recommend learning a musical instrument. Like even if you you know, it's like art, right? Okay, so you think I can't draw. I can't draw, but I did this thing which was really scratchy and white charcoal on my book the other day, and I was very proud of it. And a lot of people thought the same thing. You know, a like is a thumbs up for me. So, thanks. Sorry, that's me.
No need to apologize. Hey Jelly, you know.
Hey.
Do you want a shout out or like a round of appreciation again?
Nah, I don't do anything. It's fine.
Okay, well, fine. No, but thank you for playing with us. It's really awesome.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me play.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back next week with Tomb of Annihilation. It's I think so. Actually, good point. I'm not sure. I think we will. Yeah, but like this week, actually, have my parents visiting because that's now possible.
Yay!
So I'm really happy for that. And so yeah, no streams this week, but I'm looking into how I can make it so I still host 2 TOA on Friday. No promises, but I think it's going to be possible. So yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it after, but like,
yeah, so it's going to be like we'll be back next week on Friday, asterisk. Okay, let's put it that way. All right, thank you everyone for being here. We're going to be, I don't know, I'm going to find someone to raid, and I'll talk to you sometime in the future. Check out everyone. Well,
one day
I will be back. All right. Well, have an awesome day, everyone. Oh my god. Are you actually?
All right, I'll get on this too. Let's just
But-
drown the snow chicken.
Okay. Well, you know,
Just go take a bath.
I'm just
I
gonna
understand
switch
what's
to
going
camera
on.
real quick. All right, just
We're hydrating
cheers.
snow chicken.
all right. Thank you for those reminders, everyone. We'll be back hopefully next week. If not, then the week after. Have an awesome week. Talk to you later.